All right. Hello, everyone. I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Fresh from Florida 250 at Daytona International Speedway. Race 1 of 25 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in 2026. Oh my God. It's been quite the turbulent off-season between rules changes involving horsepower, rules changes involving the points format, a new manufacturer entering the Truck Series, and now it's all culminating in our sweet return to racing. My God, it has felt like forever. Daytona, one of the three super speedways on the Truck Series schedule. And I couldn't be any happier to start it off here. Obviously, Colleague Racing, the new Dodge team. So they're going to, let's see how our real first look at Dodge after 14 years. We've got some drivers return to the Truck Series, most notably Christian Eckes. He was full-time in 2020, last time in 2024. Went to the Xfinity Series in 25. Colleague moved back to the Truck Series. Obviously, he followed him there. I expect him to be a championship contender. New faces at Tricon Garage with Caden Honeycutt replacing Corey Heim, as Corey Heim will run part-time all over the place. And a few new rookies, including Dodge drivers Minnie Tyrell and Brendan Queen, and Cars Tour driver Cole Butcher for Thor Sport Racing. No, let me... There we are. I'm just waiting for the ads to end. Alrighty.
The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Daytona International Speedway. Great crowd on hand tonight under the lights, ready for a little Truck Series action. We talk about our stars. How about Travis Pastrana? He has done it all, guys, including this, jumping out of a perfectly good airplane with no parachute.
Three of the big names in tonight's race.
At the X Games.
Nothing surprises me with this guy, so he's definitely not scared of anything, that's for sure.
Well, a few moments ago, he caught up with our Josh Sens.
Well, Travis, I know it's not your first rodeo when it comes to NASCAR. First truck race since 2023, so what are the emotions going into this one?
Dude, just living the dream. We have so many friends come down, all the Brunt Workwear guys, the Black Rifle Coffee guys, all the Channel 199. We are having fun, literally living the dream in Daytona. So many fans came to support Cletus and I, the Shake and Bake. On the team with Stenhouse. Host of her has been talking to us.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Michael McDowell, all in tonight's truck race as well.
Field. Good luck out there tonight. Travis Pastrana will roll off 13th.
Just living the dream. Joey, what do you think of this guy?
I think he's the most humble person in the world, because when I meet him, I'm like, holy cow, that's Travis Pastrana. And he's like thinking that about us, and like it's so crazy just reacting with him. I seen him in the gym yesterday morning, and he's talking to my kid, and they're having a good time, and it's just a cool guy, right? And he said he's living his dream, and he's not scared of anything. So him jumping into a truck after not being in one in a while is not surprising at all.
Well, think about his history here too. He won his first Supercross race right here in this infield on a motorcycle.
Great
and
point.
now he's finished 11th in the Daytona 500. He's got the pedigree and the knowledge of his past and the things that he's done. But this is truck racing. You never know what's going to happen in truck racing. These guys are wild. These trucks are hard to drive, and he's going to be one to watch.
How about on the flip side, Cletus? Thoughts?
Cletus he's going to learn a lot, but you know, I think as he's gone through the ARCA race and all the things that he's done, this will be a great learning experience for him.
Well, we've waited 2.5 months to hear the most famous words in racing.
Bring it on!
Go trackside for the command to fire engines.
Daytona International Speedway. Please give a big NASCAR welcome to the Chief of Strategic Partnerships for the Florida Department of Agriculture, Yolanda Roundtree, along with Miss America, Cassie Donegan.
Are you ready? ready for the Fresh from Florida 250.
Fresh.
America, join me in saying, drivers, start your engines!
Bowser, you can turn your stream off. I have one up.
All right. I'm doing my commentary as I do with my streams, if that's okay as well.
It's coming up.
Like I'm streaming,
Daytona.
so like from YouTube.
Opening day, just like we used to. I love
Anyway,
being out here with Sam again, especially at the big game. It's why I wanted
gonna meet your
more
end
for
so
my
I can do my
symptomatic
usual
obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist
can't
about
be-
Fuck it is.
Camzyos. With Camzyos, my
There we
symptoms.
go. Fix it. Okay. All right. Engines fired. 37 trucks ready to hit the track. Here is today's starting lineup. If my Excel sheet will load. There we go. Starting 37th, driving the number 14, Ram for Colleague Racing. 21 years old from Manassas, Virginia, Minnie Tyrell, the first of the 3 rookies in today's field. Starting 36, driving the number 2, Moorcore Ford for Team Reum. 52 years old from Sun Peaks, British Columbia, Canada, Jason White. Starting 35th, driving the number 34, Loves Travel Stops Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 23 years old from Bahama, North Carolina, Lane Riggs. Starting 34th, driving the number 76, Freedom Warranty Chevrolet for Freedom Racing Enterprises. 30 years old from Crevecoeur, Missouri, Spencer Boyd. Starting 33rd, driving the number 33, Lucid Trading Ford for Team Reum. 40 years old from Scottsdale, Arizona, Frankie Muniz. Starting 32nd, driving the number 19, Napa Auto Care Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. 35 years old from Kannapolis, North Carolina, Daniel Hemrick. Starting 31st, driving the number 10, Mopar Ram for Colleague Racing. 22 years old from DeLand, Florida, Daniel Dye. Starting 30th, driving the number 45, JF Electric Utilitra Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports. 38 years old from Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 29th, driving the number 22, Ariel Titans Ford for Team Reum. 35 years old from Redlands, California, Josh Reum. Starting 28th, driving the number 44, Acceptance Insurance Chevrolet from Nice Motorsports. 20 years old from Mexico City, Mexico, Andres Perez. Starting 27th, driving the number 99, TYM Ford for Thor Sport Racing. 28 years old from Louisville, Kentucky, Ben Rhodes. Starting 26th, driving the number 81, First National Bank Corporation Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. 31 years old from Wexford, Pennsylvania, Chris Wright. Starting 25th, driving the number 5, SM Products Toyota for Tricon Garage. 29 years old from Chesapeake, Virginia, Nick Lights. Starting 24th, driving the number 52, Hallmark International Toyota for Hallmark Friesen Racing. 42 years old from Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Canada, Stuart Friesen. Starting 23rd, driving the number 13, Atlantic Tilt Load Ford for Thor Sport Racing. 29 years old from Porters Lake, Nova Scotia, Canada, Cole Butcher, the second rookie in the field. Starting 22nd, driving the number 12, Cummins Ram for Colleague Racing. 28 years old from Chesapeake, Virginia, Brendan Butterbean Queen, the highest starting rookie in the field. Starting 21st, driving the number 97, All Construction Chevrolet for CR7 Motorsports. 52 years old from Petersburg, West Virginia, Jason Kitzmiller. Starting 20th, driving the number 26, Warshocks Rackley Roofing Chevrolet for Rackley War. 20 years old from Lebanon, Tennessee, Dawson Sutton. Starting 19th, driving the number 62, DriveValue.com Toyota for Hallmark Friesen Racing. 28 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 27th, wait, now I'm the only, okay, I didn't realize he left. Starting 18th, driving the number 75, Built Chevrolet for Henderson Motorsports. 34 years old from Concord, North Carolina, Corey LaJoy, the jackass. Starting 17th, driving the number 95, Backyard Blues Pools, Lore Chevrolet for GK Racing. 41 years old from Clarksville, Tennessee, Clay Greenfield. Starting 16th, driving the number 16, Celsius Ram for Colleague Racing. 26 years old from Winnemac, Indiana, Justin Haley. Starting 15th, driving number 25, Ram for Colleague Racing. 54 years old from Columbus, Indiana, Tony Stewart. Starting 14th, driving the number 1, Topliner Toyota for Tricon Garage. 20 years old from Artesia, New Mexico, Taylor Gray. Starting 13th, driving the number 42, Brunt Workwear Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports. 32 years old from Annapolis, Maryland, Travis Pastrana. Starting 12th, driving the number 4, Black Rifle Coffee Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports. 30 years old from Bradenton, Florida, Cletus McFarland. Starting 11th, driving the number 91, Columbia Bank Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. 25 years old from Middletown, New York, Christian Eckes. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 38, Trophy Catch Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 23 years old from Talking Rock, Georgia, Chandler Smith. Starting 9th, driving the number 17, JBL Toyota for Tricon Garage. 19 years old from Seekonk, Massachusetts, Gio Ruggiero. Starting 8th, driving the number 98, Quanta Services Curb Records Ford for Thorsport Racing. 20 years old from Monroe, Georgia, Jake Garcia. Starting 7th, driving the number 11, Safe Light Toyota for Tricon Garage. 22 years old from Willow Park, Texas, Caden Honeycutt. Starting 6th, driving the number 18, Liuna Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. 24 years old from San Bernardino, California, Tyler Ankrum. Starting 5th, driving the number 9, Grant County Mulch Chevrolet for CR7 Motorsports. 41 years old from Fairhope, Alabama, Grant Enfinger. Starting 4th, driving the number 77, IKEA Best Buy Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 23 years old from Portage, Michigan, Carson Hosevar. Starting 3rd, driving the number 15, Black's Tire Toyota for Tricon Garage. 26 years old from Artesia, New Mexico, Tanner Gray. Starting on the outside pole, driving the number 7, Tibbetts Lumber Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 41 years old from Glendale, Arizona, Michael McDowell. And on the pole, driving the number 88, Menards Ideal Door Ford for Thorsport Racing. With a pole time of 50.881 seconds and an average speed of 176.683 miles per hour. 31 years old from Seymour, Wisconsin, Ty Majeski. That is your starting lineup for today's Fresh from Florida 250.
On the pole for the third.
Oh my goodness, it's Aiden Davis. I've been in here. I've been silent. I've been listening to Bowser the countdown, which, by the way, good countdown. By the way.
Yeah. So,
what setup are you using?
What?
I'm not going to be using a setup. I'm just going to use the fixed setup.
You're so gay. You're so gay. Aiden's gay. You
gotta
touch Ralpha.
No.
Of course, they're being.
Yes, he does. Aiden's gay.
Lord.
It's not me. It's Aiden.
You're the one who talks about men all the time and talks about us having sex. I think you're just projecting. He's just projecting.
Ian Perez wants to touch you violently because he loves you.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to serve mute.
All the way in the back right here, you see Lane Riggs starting 35th right there. We expected him to be up towards the front, so it'll be interesting to see if he can work his way
Mini
forward.
Tyrell is only in this race because Dodge
right there,
or
starting
Colleague
last.
got 4 special
Yeah,
provisionals to make sure that their
never
truck get
driven one
into
of
the
these
first
trucks,
3
never
races.
raced one of them.
So it would
Time
expand
now
the
to say hello
field.
to
Mini
our
Tyrell
pit
starts last.
reporters calling
Well,
all the
he's
action
only here
from
because of the
down
manufacturer
the pit lane.
provisional.
Josh Sims, Amanda Busick, and Regan Smith. Hello,
Before the
Regan.
race goes green.
Well, good evening,
I'll be
Jamie,
back.
and what a night it is to get the Craftsman Truck Series started. We've talked a lot about star power so far tonight, but let's not forget about the series regulars who are out here to win a championship this year. One of those is Caden Honeycutt. 1 year ago in the championship, moves over to the 11 at Tricon this year. Of course, that's the truck that won 12 races in a championship with Corey Heim. But things are going to sound just a little bit different tonight. Normal crew chief Scott Zippitelli is out with injury. He is back home in Mooresville, North Carolina.
He's got an iPad who got all his information. It's like me with my starting lineups. I have an Excel sheet, breaks down every truck by like position, number, manufacturer, sponsor, driver, hometown, and age. Butterbean. I like Cummins. Have the trucks always used the rabbit ear spoilers for super speedways?
Yeah, they've been running them for a while.
Okay.
Dana won.
So looking at some of the people in this show, one of the people here in the VC is also in my fantasy league, of course that being Rafa. So looking at our picks, I picked Tony Stewart to win. Rafa picked Carson Hocevar.
My picks, I also picking Hocevar. I think Hocevar is going to get it. I don't really care who wins. I'm going to watch this and race at the same time. But the 500 doesn't start for like another hour and 8 minutes, I think. Yeah, it doesn't start for like another hour and 30 minutes, actually. So I still got plenty of time. Wait, no, that's the A class. Hold up. When does NIS start? I need to know that.
Hold on, lights are off the pace truck. So.
Okay, NIS starts in like an hour and 10 minutes, so.
Oh yeah, new sponsor for NASCAR, Poet. They're carbon-free bioethanol fuel. The largest purveyor of bioethanol in the world, I believe.
32 to 36 laps.
I like these new graphics that Fox has brought. They look so much better than last year.
Very legible. That's what I like about it.
2.5 miles.
Yeah.
31 degrees of banking in the corner.
I like the background they have there. American flag is, real patriotic of them. Thank you, Fox. Good job.
Well, it's the 250th anniversary. I think that's why.
3,000-foot back straightaway where there's some pushing and shoving.
God, seeing that 88 truck not driven by Crafton is going to be weird this year, but hope Tommy Jess can turn really well.
Fired up, guys. It is a beautiful night.
Seeing Dodge back, that's weird, honestly.
It's all, but it's great to see, though. All right, fans are out. Trucks rounding out of turn 4. It'll be 100 laps around the 2.5-mile Tri-Oval Super Speedway. The Truck Series, it's back. It's Truck Night in America. The stars are out. The engines are rumbling. The pace truck diving down pit road. Here we go. We are green at Daytona.
We're green at Daytona. I'm gonna fuck your mom 7 ways to Sunday.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh wait, Daytona's tomorrow.
Michael McDowell takes command.
From the outside, he's in the lead.
And you saw those guys on the outside lane do a little bit of pushing right there.
The Spire duo
position themselves in this particular series. You can't lock bumpers very long. You can push somebody, but you have to release him. You cannot keep those bumpers locked. So a little bit different than what you see on Sunday.
You see a top lane though on the back straightaway. You see that a
lot.
The
go
top
3
lane
wide
down the back
already.
Is able to make some
in the middle of the field.
Now they're going to have to try to hold.
Tyler Ankrum now leading the high lane as they head out of the back stretch through 3 and 4 back
different happens on the bottom lane. But most of the time, the top will roll on the
straightaway. He's in the 7.
Yeah.
Look at Carson Hocevar just behind his teammate Michael McDowell.
Taylor Gray leading the outside. We come to finish lap 1. First lap of the season led by Cup Series driver Michael McDowell.
Oh no, this looked just like our league race.
We just talked about how they have no experience.
This is gonna go to hell. Who's leading Michael McDowell?
I think no, that's not Majeski. That is
trucks that started in the back that want to get themselves to the front.
Who was leading
as quickly as possible.
Back to the high
and
side.
Sometimes making the
middle
first
lane starting to drop back with
and these
Garcia.
trucks are not the easiest things to drive. The draft in these trucks is really, really big with the big
Holy
cab
shit,
and everything that they do. That's
guys.
why you see these guys able to maneuver around. You see them switching top lanes right there at the front of the pack. But these are not the easiest vehicles to drive here at Daytona.
Well, yesterday they had a practice session, but most of these teams said, no drafting for you. Let's keep the truck in one piece.
They have not had a practice session like this. And right now, that heart rate is way up.
Hocevar to the inside.
I don't know what's happening.
Begin the third lap.
Carson Hocevar.
Carson Hocevar wanted to lead the race, get to that bottom lane.
Cars still out in the middle. Trucks in the middle. Garcia.
You know, he's always somebody exciting to watch. Wasting no time. Let's take a look at that move once again.
You're going to see him here. This is out of turn 4, entering the Tri-Oval. You see the run that Carson's getting. He's waiting to get cleared to the bottom. As soon as he's cleared, bang, right to the bottom. Gets that air on that left rear quarter panel of Michael McDowell in the 7. And able to pull himself up alongside.
Still 2 and 3 wide throughout the pack as we come around through 3 and 4.
Well, you see those guys towards the front of the pack, obviously much more comfortable than some of those names like Tony Stewart, Cletus McFarland, Travis Pastrana, that they've had the experience of racing these trucks and understand what they need to do. In the middle of that pack and towards the back of the pack, there's a lot of guys that are just trying to figure out what's going on.
When you guys are out there and you're running around somebody you know has very little to no experience, do you try to get away from them?
You can't. You're stuck. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. That's Daytona.
and I'm going to screw that up at some point tonight with that 88 truck and Matt Crafton not driving in it. But Ty Majeski in that 88 truck right on the back bumper, pushed that 7 speed out there.
It's so
to
weird
a
to me
couple
that
Carlings, and they're going to pull right back up on him. So the truck races here are so unique. You see them spread out right now, but those bumpers, when you get on the back bumper of one of these trucks, it makes the back really light, and you'll see those trucks kind of move around. So very difficult to get the pushing right.
I don't know, you a bitch. Ian said you a bitch, at least, not me.
Moves forward is going to
Bit of a Dodge update. The only Dodge in the top 20 right now after 5 laps, or 4 laps, is Butterbean
if they start
in
to get a little
15.
lazy, it gets a little lax. Maybe their truck doesn't handle good. Maybe they don't know how to push at the right time to do the right things.
Okay.
That line will die off.
Tony's doing this main pack? Yeah, he is.
It won't be consistent throughout the night. You'll see sometimes maybe the bottom's the best, sometimes the top's the best. It's all about the trucks that are in that line.
Working lap number 5 here. Take a look at our biggest mover so far. We knew Lane Riggs wouldn't stay back there for long. Not sure exactly what happened in qualifying, guys. Just down on speed. But
Aiden said you a bitch, not
Well, we expected
you a bitch.
to be good. That's a championship caliber team. They were right in contention with every type of racetrack that we went on. So Lane Riggs, he'll be at the front before the night's over.
Regan, what's the Riggs camp saying?
Well, Jamie, just to update, I talked to him right before he got in the truck, and I said, man, Lane wasn't as good as you wanted in qualifying. He said we were all over the splitter and dragging it. He expected this truck to go forward quick. He was going to be aggressive in doing it. You're seeing that already so far as this race starts off.
So one thing that I noticed right here, the sparks flying out of underneath that splitter still. So you talk about that splitter being all over the ground. It's still down on the earth, Joey.
Yeah,
yo, what is iRacing out of the Dodge?
Fucking ram, bro. In the lead,
They got to get the license first.
But, you know,
Cletus is up to the... Oh, we got a spin! Cletus McFarland into the wall! Damn! One of the drivers people were anticipating to see today crashes out on lap 6. And caution is out. The first one of the season. And number 4, Black Rifle Coffee Chevrolet comes motionless in the trioval grass.
Broken-hearted, I'm sure, only to make it 6 laps in this one. He was running 10th at the time.
Yeah, he was hanging. I was keeping an eye on him. He made a move to get to that bottom lane, which I thought was a good play for him.
Well,
and he's just kind of riding in line. I'm interested to see what happened there. Turn 4 is usually the most sketchy corner.
3 and go.
That's disappointing.
And got free.
There you go, the breakdown.
Experience right here.
Yeah, based upon that explanation, I think I know what I'm going to see right here.
You're
I'm getting ready to put it on the screen. I'm not even going to speculate. See Cletus right up in the front.
So he's got Ruggiero. Oh, he lost it. He lost it on his own off of 4.
And that is, Joey, you know that section of the racetrack, if you've got wheel into the truck right there, as you get about 3/4 of the way around the corner, if that truck is tight and all of a sudden the truck will get loose with those little bumps and everything right there, and as the track transitions, it's just a characteristic of this racetrack in that
NASCAR
section.
legend Greg Biffle, who passed away in a
Let's take
plane
another
accident
look at that
last December.
See and Stuart Friesen is that one wiggle, kind of catches it, lifts, but then Gio's nowhere to
McFarland was very close to
and
Biffle.
nothing that can do. You can only slow up so much. You get trucks all around you. You know, for Cletus, you know, he's out there, he's having a big time, but he also is limited experience in scenarios like this, right? So how do you learn? You got to just live it.
I hope he's okay. What a wild ride and a big hit for Cletus McFarland. He brings out our first caution.
I love that it's like his name is Garrett Mitchell, yet nobody calls him that.
His official name on the entry list was Cletus. On the NASCAR leaderboard is Cletus Mitchell.
Oh man, I'm fucking heartbroken by that. Son of a bitch.
You know, sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yo, Aiden, this is your fault.
This is actually not my fault. It's actually Rafa's fault.
It's your fault.
Look at motorsports. Rafa is the one.
I don't care. It's your fault.
He's the one who caused it.
I don't care.
I'm just gonna get away from that VC. I thought it's a little more too rowdy. I'd like to be less rowdy. I prefer the straight commentary. Good thing I have my own stream for this race in the background.
Limited warranty. We're UFC fighting, donut making, NASCAR winning Ram. We're never gonna be something we're not, because nothing stops Ram.
Put the work in.
Mommy, I have to go potty.
You gotta do it for
Oh. So, what's next?
Well, Cletus had one of the two in-car cameras, so that's also a shame.
Napa knows that 1 in 4 vehicles will need a new battery this year, and that's just the tip of the electrical iceberg. That's why Napa is a trusted solution for the electrical parts, tools, and expertise that keeps your business moving full speed ahead.
Hello.
Classic, how's it going?
I gotta be real with you. I kind of saw this coming.
Because limited experience.
He will never.
Oh, by the way, I can hear the stream audio over you. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
How about now? I have the volume of
the
stream.
Speak. Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, I can control because I'm streaming through Fox 1, so I can very easily lower the volume.
Alex Pillow rewrote the history books.
Yeah.
The only question.
I mean, I said it in another server, but I see this wreck happen often with less experienced drivers in the truck series, especially.
So you're right.
Coming out of turn 4, there's a little bit of a bump or a wiggle, and they just lose it.
Now that I think about it, I mean, I gotta check my vlog of the race from the truck race, but there are at least 3 drivers I think who spun out of it last year. Honeycutt did, I think Breidinger did, and I think there might have been somebody else.
Lap number 6.
Now, the real question is, I can't imagine. I mean, I have a hard time believing that he's ever going to get anywhere near a full-time truck ride. It's obvious that he just needs more sim time. I don't know why they tried throwing him in a truck.
There's no give, right? There's that
name
cage around you
recognition.
to protect the driver.
But the name wreck got ahead of him. It's like Travis Pastrana when he tried to run full time in the Nationwide series.
Yes, although I feel, I mean, similar problem there too. I mean, Travis Pastrana is a pretty talented, wheelman. He just didn't get enough time to develop.
It's super rare for 2 wheels to translate to 4 wheels. The only successful example I can think of is John Surtees, who won 4 MotoGP championships in the 50s, and then won the 1964 Formula 1 championship.
Could you lower the audio for the stream just a little bit more? Okay, that's way better. Thank you. I'm sorry.
It happened pretty early in this one.
But yeah, what a first 9 laps. They were 3 wide, 5, 6 rows deep.
And 3 wide's hard to do. It doesn't really happen a lot in the truck series on super speedways.
No. Especially not here.
Yeah.
I feel like you see it more at Talladega.
When I talked to him and his team earlier today,
well, here's our leader, Michael McDowell.
Wasn't as comfortable.
I mean, you got the 2 Cup teammates running 1-2.
Yep, for the team I think I had as second best overall. If you were to do a constructors championship for the truck series last year, like an F1 style, Spire would have been number 2, I believe. So second best.
That's not surprising.
2 Cup drivers, and these 2 trucks are going to be filled with presumably Cup drivers all year. Besides the players.
Yeah, Cup drivers are like young guys. Because I can't imagine they're gonna get. I mean, how many races did Hocevar say he was running in truck?
13, the maximum. Because he can't run the 7 chase races. And he can't run the triple. And he can't run the. Wait, hold on. So he can't run the triple truck challenge races. And he can't run the last 7. But he can't run San Diego or the other one.
Tony Stewart's dash right there.
Well, he won't be at St. Pete, probably. So that's.
Yeah, there's no way he's at St. Pete. That's a logistical nightmare.
got the glasses in there too.
Yeah, I do not expect to see Cletus McFarland in another truck race for at least a year.
Maybe not. Maybe he'll be at Talladega.
Even that's a bit stretching it. We need to see how he does in the ARCA race. Or at least the ARCA series.
Well, the thing is, I mean, ARCA's not necessarily their best judge of talent.
We've got 3 more races.
I mean, I know it's not, but I mean, the problem is that, like, how many races is he running in ARCA?
No idea this year. I think 7 to 10.
I love the enthusiasm.
We'll have to see how he does at the bigger tracks.
The other problem, though, he's running for Rhett Jones Racing, which is mid.
It feels a little different than it has.
You're not,
yeah.
He's not winning in that thing.
I mean, no, it's not a matter of winning. It's a matter of how he does.
Clean so far.
And this is a nice time to have a caution. You know, it wasn't a huge wreck, unfortunately for Cletus, he got into that. But for everybody else, they had a moment to go down pit
32nd,
road.
so it's trying
Some
to
of
play it
them,
safe.
the leaders stayed
I noticed
out, but the
Tony
back half
Stewart
of
was
the
also
field,
one who
teammates
kind of
have
dropped
off,
back a bit, and
and
that's, you know, that was kind of his modus
if they needed
operandi
to, your 10
on
laps
the
in,
plate
you
tracks.
have
At
what
least
you got.
in Cup, he
and
would
then you
always
have plenty of time
wait in the
to
back,
figure
and
that
then
out.
for the last bit of the race, he would work his way back up
So 9 laps in,
and finish
91
well,
to
or at
go.
least that's the goal.
Michael McDowell has led.
Yeah.
Certainly worked.
But I feel like the guys who usually stay back don't end up getting to the front.
Well, it's not. Well, this is not the Cup series where you can barely.
No, it's not.
So, Truck Series, you get more mobility. Here we go. We're at green flag as we now hit the halfway point of stage 1.
Typically in that teammate scenario on the front.
Your stream stopped.
That top truck dropped down, but
I'll reload.
When Carson made that move, and now he's going to move back up in front of his teammate as he's going to think the run's going to go
Look at
down
the
the back
breakaway.
straightaway on the top.
Now you see Josefar get out there a little bit, and that top lane connected right there with Michael McDowell getting a push from Ty Majeski,
All right,
and
the
that's going
Spire
to put those
teammates
guys
now
back
equal
door to
as they
door.
head through 3 and 4.
And that might be the
McDowell.
teammate thing they're trying to do. Maybe their thoughts are, instead of running, you know, nose to tail, run side by side, and then you got control of the
There's
race
a lot of energy that
one
was
way
even
or
been
the other.
lost
Maybe
there.
that's their play.
God, how many
Pushing
times
in the
are we going to
triangle,
say Matt
that's
Crafton
the
instead of
sketchy
Ty
part. You see
Majeski
Ty
in that
Majeski
88?
just get close.
Probably a lot.
When he gets on the short chute, that's that little
jarring,
section between the
but,
triangle
you know, that's how it used
and
to
turn
be.
1. He
So
get on
with
there, get a little
the way
push,
when
try to
people
move that lane.
strides, so I'm just got to get used to it.
How about Butterbean Queen? We
Yeah.
mentioned him. He's running around 14th right now.
Look, third lane trying to
Arc
form.
Menard
There goes
Series
Butterbean.
champion. Did an incredible job last
Through the
year.
middle because Cole Butcher and Ben
Brendan,
Rhodes are on the outside. There's
he was our
Stuart
car
Friesen
steward
trying to climb through
champion.
the middle.
Just had such a great late model stock career and everything.
I thought this was going to be a way more calmer restart. Nope, they're going right back to 3 wide.
He's got that mullet in the back.
Oh, they're still
Always
3
has
wide
that
back in the.
American flag
Oh,
down
oh,
the window
God.
after he wins the races.
Butterbean getting a little loose there, but holding
And they'll
on.
celebrate at the Waffle House with their team. So had a great year last year in the ARCA series. Climbed a few fences, took home a few trophies. He's a great kid.
So he's one of 5 Ram truck drivers for this season. Talk about a big undertaking. I think it was about 6 months ago that Kaulig Racing announced that they were going to be the home of Ram coming back into the sport. 5 full-time trucks. I mean, you know, you were a team owner
Wayne
in this
Riggs
sport for a
trying to
long
find
time,
a
Kevin.
spot
What
back
that took for them to get here.
Well, the only
I think
reason
it is
that
a little bit
started is
ridiculous
because
they're
Toyota
running
decided
5
to go
full-time
truck racing,
trucks.
And Chevrolet
Well,
didn't want them to
Tricon.
come in here and take over everything. And now Ram has brought their trucks back onto the racetrack,
I
and
do
you
wonder
can
what
watch
truck is going to be the
enthusiasm level
slowest.
through the roof because
Well,
of the fact
so
that there's
far,
been
it's the 14.
we want manufacturer battles, and Toyota doesn't
Not
want to
really
get
that
beat, Chevy
shocked.
doesn't want to get beat, Ford
He
doesn't,
has the
and they
least
all want to
NASCAR
say that they
experience
have
of
the
all
best
the
truck
drivers
because in the end,
that are in those
the
trucks right
manufacturers
now.
sell a lot.
I mean,
of trucks.
historically, if we're going to base this off like the Roush Gong show,
22 years ago
90% of the
today,
drivers who
Toyota came
tried
into
the
this
Roush
sport,
Gong
and that was
show
also
and
when
got a
Dodge
ride
a new
really
manufacturer.
didn't turn into
Dodge,
much.
With everything that they did with the Cup cars at that particular
Todd Cleaver,
time,
anyone?
you know, were
Oh, wait, is
were
Stewart
not
off the
here
pace?
for a long time, but they did a great job
No!
while they were here. But
Unless he's
as we
just
look at Tony Stewart
like
right there
behind.
in the 25.
Back in 25th right now for Tony. He's
Oh.
running all by himself.
Wait, 25th?
He might be
What?
being smart
Oh.
right now.
There he
Watching
is.
what's
That's
going
a
on in
pretty
front of us.
bad
He's an
camera
experienced
angle.
truckers trying to make this third lane work. Stuart Friesen popped up there. There's 3 or 4 of
That
them
was
back there.
wacky.
And they've done nothing but go
Camera angles,
backwards.
my God.
And they keep
Yeah, that was
more trucks
wacky.
going up there. It's just not
But from
working.
Majeski
I
to...
thought he was like way behind the pack.
Me too.
And
Like,
saying
why
2
would
by
you
2, I mean,
Fox?
that's
Stop
everyone's going
zooming
up to the
in.
third lane
You're
has
giving the
fallen to
wrong
back.
impression.
Cole Butcher on the outside.
This is Fox we're talking about. They've never been known for their integrity.
No.
Look at this.
Well,
so
used to be back in the day.
Those trucks in the outside lane.
Well, Cole Butcher,
really
the
squirrely up there, but
29-year-old
that
from Nova
outside lane is
Scotia,
so
leading the
inviting, but
outside.
unless you have a ton of
Cole Butcher's
trucks
29.
up there,
Oh!
you know, take that
I know my
you just have to
feed
make
is
up for that
behind, but that
distance, so
outside
you're
got
gonna
very
have to have a
wiggly.
pretty
Yeah, he's
aggressive
29.
group of guys in order to make up ground in that top.
What was he doing before this?
Cars Tour.
Raced him many times on the Super
Ah, all right, that makes sense. That's why I'd never heard of him. Same with Mini Terrell. I didn't know who he was.
You were in the
What about
pack running
Butterbean
quarter
before?
half drop.
I know who Butterbean was before
Arca,
Arca,
though.
though.
And pass them all.
But that was what he
And
also
when you
did.
pull out there into
Cars
that
Tour.
wind, it is like you are dragging the biggest.
I don't know. Some
parachute
names I
ride. These
hear,
things
some
are
names I
boxy,
don't.
they're
I don't.
draggy, they
I have
don't
no way
make
of
sense.
watching the Cars
you
Tour,
might
at
be
least on a
running
weekly
quarter half
basis.
throttle, but when you put it
got
out
flow
there, you
racing.
better have 5 or 6 trucks.
I do not have flow racing, sadly.
Look, Stuart Friesen trying to make moves on the outside again. 3 wide, back in the mid-teens.
Well, not only
And
do
we
they
got,
have a big
who's
cab and a
Nemechek
square
and
nose,
Taylor Gray
they've got
trying to
a
work
really
to the
big
outside again.
spoiler
They're
on
in the
the
top
back that
10.
makes it hard to see. So
And for
that
the first
spoiler is
time
tall,
all
which is
race
what
long,
the
for
cab
the
and
first
the
time
spoiler
this
creates all
season and
these
for the
great
first
runs.
time
You're starting
in
to see
14
those
years,
trucks
Dodge
come
is in
up
the
a
top
little bit
10.
off of turn 4. That's
Butterbean
handling.
currently running
That's
7th.
the tightest part of the racetrack. The banking goes away.
Hell yeah.
He's still trying to turn the truck. And the trucks will
He
start
won the
moving up
ARCA
the
race
racetrack.
here
That's where
last
it's gonna
year.
get scary.
Had to do some
Only 4 to go in
defending
the
from
stage
William
2.
Sawalich on the last lap. Also had the support of his teammate at
Michael
the time, Elio
McDowell continues
Castroneves.
to battle his teammate up front. He knows how to get around this place.
Wow,
He knows how to
those
find
teammates, well, the
victory
2
lane.
Spire teammates still
Back
rule
to
the
the
field on the front
2021
row.
Daytona
McDowell,
500.
Hocevar
There
running
you are,
1-2.
Joey.
I don't like watching this at all.
Close your eyes.
Is that
It still
Wrecking
hurts.
all
the
around him.
2021 Daytona 500 finish?
And there he is.
Yeah, I've probably said this before, and I'll definitely say it again. I feel bad for my friend. That was his first ever 500. It was absolutely abysmal.
Well, Michael
You
McDowell
have
is
bad luck
a
with
great
showing
man,
people the
and
sport for the
you know, I
first
think
time.
when you look at
Yeah, I
Daytona
know.
International
Last
Speedway,
week,
we've had some
last
winners
week,
here, and you look
I
at
got
Michael
2
McDowell
people
and
to
Ricky
watch the clash.
Stenhouse and Tony Stewart never
As
won
their
the
first-
Daytona
as, like, their
500.
first race.
This is a tough racetrack to make that day work on Sunday to win the Daytona
Corey
500.
LaJoy in that graphic sticks out like a sore thumb. Everyone else there has won, and then it's just like, oh, here's Corey LaJoy.
New
He's been
driver
here
joining the
before.
outside lane, Chris Wright,
The pushes
I
and the
think.
shoves are gonna
No, wait, no,
start
it's
getting a
Eckes.
little
It's
bit more
Eckes,
intense.
excuse
That
me.
third lane start.
Chris
They're
Wright's
trying
further back.
to get there. And what are
as
these
he
two
usually
teammates?
Yeah,
doing in
there's.
front?
I think
They're
there's
side by
Chris
side
Wright.
since the restart.
I think he's behind LaJoy,
Pretty much
if I'm not
23rd.
mistaken. Yeah, he is
Start to,
behind
to
LaJoy.
the end of this first stage. So
Getting a
You
little
can always
antsy.
tell because of his sponsor.
First National Bank Corporation. 2 to go in stage 1.
But as that top lane
Yeah.
gets closer
Very.
and closer,
Actually, I'm not going to say that because the commentator jinx. I'm not going to say it.
Inside.
Christian Eckes in the 91 on the outside, trying to form that third lane, make something happen. Eckes stepped away from the Truck Series last year, went
Outside
up to
lane
the
lost
O'Reilly Auto
momentum.
Parts
Here
Series,
comes
and
the
here
middle
he is
lane
back,
again.
trying to
We
make
got a
something
push coming
happen.
from, I think, Caden Honeycutt to
Starting to
time
see
at
some
Jeske.
separation.
Try
Look at
to
the top
transfer
6
that
trucks,
momentum
some
to
separation
Dowell.
at the top.
Now
The
the
third
outside
lane,
lane comes
big
again.
push.
They're
Down the
even
back
with
stretch,
the
they're
with the
gonna
middle
drop
lane,
even
with
with
the
the
front
leaders.
row.
Look at
Here
John
comes
Nemechek with a great
and Christian
push on
Eckes. Can he
91
get around
Eckes.
McDowell? No, he
Pushing
can't.
out front.
But now it's
No,
3
he's a
lanes for
little
leader
short.
Carson Osmar to block.
NASCAR
Oh, a little contact between Tanner Gray
Tyler
and
Ingram got
Michael
He's
McDowell.
able to hang on to it.
More momentum coming
This has
from
been
the
an
outside. It's the
incredible
middle
stage
against the
one.
They
fade.
did all the way
All
down
right,
the
last
back
lap of stage
straightaway.
1.
They were able
Here
to
comes
pass
Eckes on the
3 or
high
4
side.
rows right there of trucks. So that
Guys,
was
last
big
lap of
push.
stage 1 already. Here we are.
Little
Well, this
momentum
is
again on the
where
high
it gets wild.
side as
Everybody knows that
Hocevar
the points
continues
are
to
on the line
lead.
right now, and you've got to put yourself in a position to gather as many as you can with the way that the new point system
Here
is.
they
So
come.
you want everything that you can
Ooh,
get.
Tanner
so it's
Gray
gonna be
tries to go
aggressive
down
down
the.
the back.
Oh! Oh, what a move to the high side that was for
Too far out
Tanner
there, lost a lot
Gray.
of momentum.
And he's getting a push from Eckes. Tanner Gray leading the
Great
field as
move.
we head through 3 and 4. The
Christian
Spire
Eckes behind
teammates
him.
linked up on the bottom,
He's
trying
Nemechek.
to equal that push.
Right behind him him in the 62. Coming out.
They're out a
turn
little.
4.
Here they come. Oh, a near wreck. Here they come to the line.
Carson Hocevar.
And the leader at the line winning stage 1 is Carson Hocevar.
Unbelievable.
What a stage 1.
Gray gets credit.
They should have
for the
wrecked
first
3
stage
times
win
on that
here
last
tonight
lap.
in
My
the
God.
first of 20.
Wait, Tanner Gray won it.
No, he didn't.
Well, look at the bar on the left.
A lot of unstable.
He did not.
We're
Carson Hocevar
just
finished
20 laps
first.
into
I
this
saw it with
thing.
my own two
And
eyes.
A lot of them thinking maybe we can just do 2 tires or fuel.
No,
only, or
according to
possibly even start out
timing,
here to
Tanner
get to the
Gray by
second
5
stage.
1,000ths of a
I'd be
second.
a little nervous.
What?
That's a not good
So,
handling truck.
Tanner Gray wins stage 1, Hocevar second,
Well, guys,
Christian Eckes
on
third,
December 18,
John Hunter Nemechek
2025,
fourth, Michael
the
McDowell
racing
fifth,
community lost
Katie
a
Honeycutt
legend,
sixth,
Greg
Simon Dusky
Biffle,
seventh,
along with his
Taylor
wife
Gray
Christina,
eighth, Brendan Queen
daughter
ninth,
Emma,
and Grant
son
Enfinger
Ryder,
10th.
friends Jack and Dennis Dutton, and Craig Wadsworth. Tragically, they lost their lives in Statesville. Biffle was more than a racer and a champion. He was a humanitarian and a friend to all.
It just changed.
His
Hocevar's
NASCAR career began
wait.
right here in the
No,
Truck
it's not.
Series,
It
winning the
stayed-
2000
it's 'cause state's over.
championship. Before, of course, going on to become one of NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers. Greg Biffle was 55 years old.
Never mind my blathering ass. It's Tanner Gray is the stage winner.
The ACC and Big Ten collide in the Nashville Hoop Showdown.
Watch this.
Virginia.
Man, though. Man, like maybe just misjudged where the line was. But that was whack. Where do you? The UFC president Dana White has been cited on pit road. All right, we're not back yet. We're back. Wow. Wait, that's Hocevar.
Matter of inches, guys.
Well, you never know here, and that was so close to call. Our scoreboard popped up the opposite, so we saw Hocevar and Michael McDowell control that first stage. But what a wild run to the finish line right there.
Well, guys, Cletus McFarland brought out our first caution. He's now standing with Amanda.
Hey, Jamie, and yeah, he's been released from the care center here. And Cletus, I know we're going to take a look at a replay, but what sensation was the truck giving you?
Well, the sensation was incredible. You know, we were 3 wide, which was insane from the start. It was immediately 3 wide, which I wasn't expecting, and it was insane. I mean, I was having the time of my life, literally again, and I just did not check myself before I wrecked myself right there. Got loose coming out of 4, I was flying, and I put too much wheel in it because I was getting a little tight, and because we're freaking 3 wide on the second lap on, I think I only made it 7 laps. I was a little tight, and I was just trying not to hit the guy on the outside. Came off 4, flattened out. Truck sat down. I think I had too much wheel in it, and I just started getting loose. I went right towards the field. I'm like, damn, I'm out to wreck 30 race cars, and I overcorrected to left like an idiot. That's something Biff did not teach me right there. And I went left, put myself on a trajectory to slam into the wall, wreck the truck, and now here I stand in the worst spot to do an interview in the entire Daytona Speedway.
On a little bit of a lighter note, I did talk to you at pre-race at driver intros, and you said that Carson Hocevar had given you some advice?
Yeah, I mean, Carson told me that if I cause the wreck, then I usually will not be in the wreck. But in this particular instance, I caused the wreck and was the only one to wreck. So I'm starting to question Carson's advice and whether or not I should be listening to him. But he did win the stage, so that's pretty sweet.
Welcome to the Truck Series.
Yeah, and I want to say thanks to Black Rifle Coffee and Nice Motorsports and Brunt Workwear for sponsoring me. I'm an idiot. Wrecked the truck in 7 laps. That sucks. And thanks to everyone who tuned in.
Oh, Cletus.
God.
Great interview from the Advent Health Care Center. Hard on himself, but
Damn,
man,
no.
that's
I like
a
it.
unique one.
I'd rather him be hard on himself. That shows that he cares, and he's not just here. You know, a lot of people want to say he's here for the show. He wants to do good, and he's put a lot of effort into being here and doing the things that he's doing. So I like the fact that he's disappointed.
How about that advice from Hocevar?
Yeah, I don't know. I just try not to wreck everyone if you can help it. I mean, not that I've been a saint in any way in that way, but yeah, that's part of racing sometimes. But what a good way to end the stage there. Good for him to win a stage, and just a wild finish as we come to pit road. It'd be interesting to see what people do here. You know, we talked about, is it 2 tires? Is it 4 tires? Is it possibly staying out? A lot of those trucks topped off on that first caution with 10 laps into this thing. So
And you only have to go 16 laps. So
Exactly.
this stage with the
staying
cautions
out,
and everything
looks
winds
like
up being really
Taylor
short.
Gray, I see Nemechek.
And here
I
they
see
come.
Hemrick,
Most of them are headed your way, Josh.
Riggs,
Well, for Tanner
Ankrum,
Gray, he wanted a slight
Stewart.
adjustment in that truck. His crew chief, Jeff Hensley, told him, no, we're doing a splash of fuel. That's it, and go. Regan?
Carson Hocevar in the 77 truck, super loose with the back of that truck from where he started the race. Compared it to having a flat tire, it was that loose. And the 91 of Christian Eckes, very squirrely in the middle of the pack. Fortunately, he was able to work his way forward out of the middle of the pack. You see 2 left sides for him.
Nice stop for Carson Hocevar. See it there quick. You guys mentioned it. Look at 0 tires across the board. Fuel only. First round of official pit stops are in the books. There's Cletus having better times early on. Tony Stewart. Hey, Dana White is standing next to us. He will join us coming up for stage 2.
Put the work in.
What the heck? Oh, wait, we're back. We got Dana White in the booth.
The CEO, Tim, reached out to me and came out to Vegas and talked to me about helping them bring Ram back to NASCAR. He liked a lot of the stuff that we've done in building our business. So I love challenges, and so I decided to do it. And here I am at my first Daytona. Actually have some skin in the game and care who wins the race.
What's it been like so far as you've been on pit road? It looked like a mess down there at Tony Stewart's truck.
Yeah, no, it's been fun. I mean, anybody who's never been to NASCAR before, it's such a cool experience. The fans, the drivers, the interaction between, the driver in any other sport. When it's game day, even for UFC, they're in their locker rooms, they're getting focused mentally and everything. Football teams, they're in the locker room. Here, they're out mixing it up with the fans. Like, as soon as they get into the truck, they're still taking pictures and talking to fans.
Next time it goes
it's actually pretty
down,
impressive.
tell me,
And I love I love how NASCAR does.
What'd you say?
Mixes the brands
goes
with the
down
drivers
again,
and
tell
the
me
fans.
and I'll get it back going.
It's a very unique experience.
Okay.
My first one was Talladega. That's why I drank moonshine for the
Sorry,
first
I
time.
couldn't hear you.
know what I mean?
The same problem from earlier was happening.
NASCAR is pretty great, and it is a very different sport than others.
But I couldn't hear you over the
drivers
video.
You guys did the driver's search. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
Because I put the volume all the way back up because I was muting it during the
driver's search to get into
Yeah. So
that you guys have.
take all the best drivers that aren't signed, and by any of the big brands or in NASCAR. They come in, they compete in, basically the same.
Fix your goddamn format, though. You had Carson Ferguson with a small lead over Minnie Tyrell in the last event, but because Minnie Tyrell finished last in the previous episode's race, he gets put into an easier group of drivers to race against, while Ferguson has to do against the harder group, and then Minnie Tyrell ends up winning the show because of it.
And here we go. Here's my guy.
That's not good. That's bad. That's bad formatting.
By the way, and the whole story.
Yes, very bad formatting indeed.
Couldn't have any contact with the outside world. It's a great story. Glad that Minnie Tyrell is here racing in the Truck Series for the first time, Dana.
All right, pace car is in.
It'll be 13 laps for the stage on the green.
Yep. Hopefully stage 2 will impress as well as stage 1 did. Green flag.
Green flag.
You see immediately right there.
All right. The push from Taylor Gray to John Hunter Nemechek.
Yeah, I think the outside got a way better restart.
A little ahead of the game right now with those pushes.
No, I thought that restart was going to go way differently.
Taylor Ingram making moves on the high side with Nick Lights behind him. Nick Lights, his first ever ride in a top truck.
Taylor Gray looks to the bottom. And
oh, look at the guy that went through the middle. Look at that run through the middle.
Someone's put the middle 3 wide.
That's
I couldn't really see who that was.
It's Hocevar.
Was that Hocevar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Hocevar. Big stack up on that outside.
Carson doing Carson things. Jake Garcia left out to dry on the high side. Falls back a few rows.
What a move by Carson Hocevar to find the hole and move up God knows how many spots. And now he goes up high.
Ankrum and Nemechek.
And now they just split the middle.
Ankrum and Nemechek left out to dry in the sucker hole. Hocevar leading the high lane with McDowell already right behind him.
And the 2 teammates yet again find each other bumper to bumper.
So where is Tony Stewart?
And right behind them are 2 Ford teammates bumper to bumper as well.
Stewart.
And at the bottom, 2 Toyota teammates bumper to bumper.
The 2 aren't full-time, mind you.
Yes, the 2 that are not full-time, Taylor Gray and Lights.
Tony Stewart's a little further back in the pack. He's in 23rd. This one looks like he's more actively engaging inside the pack.
So he's feeling good. Just wants maybe an adjustment or 2, Kevin.
I don't think he's ever raced a truck at Daytona before.
I mean, when I talked to him a couple of nights ago, I mean, he was so nervous. And when
middle lane flip.
Yeah, now he's stuck in the outside 3 wide. No one behind him.
To go out and learn.
That's the lane where you had the
You just have to put him in the middle of the fire again and let him figure it out.
I would say if I was him, duck behind the 91. Go in the middle.
Look at Ankrum switching lanes. Yeah, middle lane. No, don't get behind Eckes. Look at the middle lane.
So I think
yeah.
as this goes on, he's going to continue to progress and get more comfortable and be more aggressive.
Dana, how about this driver lineup for you guys? I mean, you have some of the veterans, wily veterans, and you have the Minnie Tyrell that we mentioned first start here. Daniel Dye coming back to the Truck Series.
It'll be interesting to see how Ram does once we get into like the middle part of the season.
Yeah, because wait, well, their third, yeah, because the first 3 races are Daytona, Atlanta, and St. Petersburg. Not until Las Vegas will we have an actual intermediate.
Yeah, I think obviously Justin Haley is the guy I'm gonna keep tabs on because I feel like he's really the only one who will be consistently week in, week out top 10. I think we might see a win out of Queen, but I think that might be it. Unless the All-Star car has a really good driver.
And the guys from College Racing are saying,
Ty Dillon will be in the 25 in Atlanta.
There's no way you
I imagine he will do fairly decent, because Cup guy.
But again, I guess the point is we're looking for a really good driver.
He never left home.
Yeah. Although I wonder who they're gonna have in the truck for St. Pete.
Right off the bat because he was so
if you're right, because Dario's in the 1, Hinch is in the 77.
And that's what you want to do. That's what you did with the
Adam and Freddie.
Who else could they get?
One of the IndyCar drivers? Will Power?
I would assume maybe.
Somebody like that who came
Wait,
from
no, they wouldn't get a
Virginia
Chevrolet. They wouldn't get a Chevrolet driver. Maybe a Honda driver.
On the stage, learning
oh
at
God,
a
Pillow!
pace
Imagine Pillow making
figure all
his
this
debut.
out. But
I would be that made me very happy. I'd love to see Pillow in a truck.
It'd be a fever dream. It's gonna ask, you know what driver I think would jump at a chance to jump into maybe a stock car to run? Well, the 2. Joseph Newgarden and Scott McLaughlin.
Oh, absolutely. That would make a lot of sense considering their backgrounds.
Well, Newgarden doesn't have a soccer background.
Oh yeah, true. I meant the first one.
McLaughlin, yes, it's the supercars.
Yeah.
All right, Nemechek leads as we head to commercial, halfway through stage 2.
Restore and protect. A first of its kind
move. Mute the commercials because no one likes commercials.
Yes, no one likes commercials. Who's the fastest lap right now?
Hold on. I had it on.
Eckes has the fastest lap.
You found it on the Fox One app?
No, I'm on the NASCAR app.
Okay. I've missed this so much, man.
Me too. So nice to be back.
Eckes with a 47.024.
I'm probably gonna miss the ARCA race, but I mean, who gives a damn?
I'll watch it. It's just because I hope that one.
Watch that be the best race of the weekend.
It won't be. It'll be horrendous, like it usually is.
No, it will be, like it is every year. Listen, all I care about for the ARCA race is that none of the big guys win. I mean, like, just give me some BS winner. And I'll be happy.
Something like Charles Weslowski, and yes, that's a real person in the race. It's like a Brad knockoff.
Yeah. But it was nice to go through all my favorite drivers on the NASCAR app and change things up, start of the year.
Hocevar is now the leader. Oh, Nemechek must have got shuffled out. Hold on, because he's not leading anymore.
The NASCAR app says that Lane Riggs is in the lead.
Yes, but I'm looking for Nemechek. He's back in 13th. So, but Nemechek was leading when we came back. So it just switched now because I'm looking at Fox One. Because if you watch it on your phone, it gives you a leaderboard.
Yeah, it says that Carson Hocevar is in 24th.
Damn, what happened?
I find that very hard to believe.
McDowell was back in. Maybe they just made a bad move because it was both him and Nemechek who were battling up front.
Yeah, and now they're both kind of at the back.
Now I have Chandler Smith. Well, yeah, lap 35. Okay.
Says Daniel Hemrick is in the pits. Carson Hocevar got loose in the trioval.
You saw it? Or are you getting...
No, that it just showed up on the NASCAR app.
Okay.
There's a live update feed with text and just said Carson.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so we'll probably see the replay once we come back for commercial. Hurry up, Fox! There we go.
Aerial coverage brought to you by Good.
This is why DD12 is amazing because it has the international feed.
Gorgeous night here.
No ads.
I just hate the international graphics.
65 laps to go.
Me too.
In stage
is that Stewart in the back of the third, trying to work the third lane?
Yeah.
15th.
He's getting a shove. It looks it. Yeah, he's getting a shove from Friesen.
Give me some stage points. I need points. Ah! We fixed it!
We were literally just talking about him. Jake Garcia and Tony Stewart involved in a wreck with 4 to go in stage 2.
God
and the caution is
damn
done again.
it, man. God damn it. We fucking...
Both of the cool drivers. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Well, you forgot what was Travis Pastrana as well. Damn!
Wow.
We fucking jinxed it, bro. He's done. God, I just...
Is he done?
Well, look at that thing. Are they gonna fix it? I don't know.
They probably could.
Maybe they can fix it.
But it'll be like laps down.
I think so.
Fuck! What happened?
Let's see it. Let's see it. All right.
But let's see what happened right here.
3 wide in the middle. Jake Garcia. Did he try to? No, he just got loose. Yet again, another driver getting loose coming off of turn 4.
Yeah, and that's the same part of the racetrack that Cletus McFarland wrecked in earlier. He just got loose right there and overcorrected.
That's literally what I said.
I'm so sad, though. Oh, it looks like Friesen got a bit of damage.
The same thing that happened to Cletus, except instead of going into the inside wall, he shot up to the outside wall, and Tony Stewart absolutely got screwed.
When Garcia swung across, he also clipped Stewart Friesen's right front, I think. So there's some damage to his hood.
Really easy if you get yourself in the wrong position right
Or actually,
there.
no, because Stewart had to get out of the way of the dodge, but didn't avoid him completely.
Be light on his feet and just stepped out from underneath him right there.
Riding on board with Stewart. Oh.
Fucking plate racing, man.
I think they can fix it.
Listen, you know, you always look forward to plate races until they happen. This has been a common trend for me ever since like 2024.
It's just bad for my fantasy points. It was my pick.
Oh.
Caution will end the stage.
Mine is in the lead right now. Mine just won stage 2. Well, unless they do a 1-lap shootout.
They're not going to do a 1-lap.
I think they're gonna try to bring this thing back out there.
We'll see. They're not
as a driver
double wide.
in 10 years, he was loving every minute of it.
Fuck.
So we're under question here. Pit road will be open momentarily, but in the meantime, we will step aside.
Make him bring him back for like the, I don't know, Dodge enter a cup car for him at the Brickyard 400. I don't know.
Who would even do that?
Oh, well, Dodge, apparently the CEO said that they wanted to enter a car in the 2027 Daytona 500.
I mean, it's obviously going to be Colleague, right? Like,
It has to be, but quite
yeah, because they're going to suck balls this year. If Colleague does not suck this year, I'm going to be shocked. They might be worse than Rick Ware, honestly.
Well, we'll see how we'll have to see how good Rick Ware is this year. I don't have high hopes, but
Me neither, but well, with how much speed we saw out of Cody Ware in single car qualifying, and I know that doesn't mean shit, but he out-qualified some pretty good teams.
Wait, Daniel Hemrick is 4 laps down. So clear.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that he was on pit road earlier.
Yeah, but like because you said Hosberg, but like so wait, that also meant like we were deprived of a replay of what happened because Tony Stewart.
Yeah, we were.
I think that what are the odds just forget to show it?
Oh wait, hold on. Daniel Hemrick came to pit road the lap before Hocevar got loose to fix his spoiler bracket.
Oh God, so it wasn't. I guess it wasn't standing up properly.
Yeah.
Well,
man, I sure can't wait for tomorrow when the Xfinity field bends over for Austin Hill like they usually do.
That's a good thing. I can't believe I got him for my fantasy pick from 10th.
It was a common trend last year that easy picks for the race weren't picked because people assumed that they weren't going to get it.
Which is bad logic.
I almost forgot to pick Cindric because I didn't remember I was number 1.
I always feel more secure when I have a high seed, but I always pick I always pick the best driver I can when I'm a low seed. It's off the option because Elmo, I think it was for Kansas or somewhere, it might have been Texas. I don't remember. He got Corey Haim as the last seed and won the race.
I will say though, I was almost going to pick Custer for the race.
Because I 3 people tried to pick Cole Custer, which surprised me.
Not really. I mean, if you look at the last few speedway races, especially at Daytona, Cole Custer seems to be like top 10 every year. I mean, last year he probably could have won if he didn't try to clear himself.
That's true.
Well, I mean, he also did kill half the field.
You know, I'm thinking, and he got my boy his second win. Thanks Custer for being an idiot.
Ugh. But yeah, I feel like recently Cole Custer's been up in front of Daytona. And I mean, hey, if he's gonna win the 500 any year, I would hope it would be this year, because you know, in years past it would have been like, oh God, here's a waste of a spot in the playoffs. But we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, dude. Like, last year I complained a lot when I believe it was Brad Keselowski was leading somewhere. I forget where. It was probably Darlington. I was like, oh God, here comes a waste of a spot. And yeah, I felt like such a jackass because, you know, I want him to win, but I also don't want him taking up a spot.
It would not have been Darlington. Cause
I remember him having a good run somewhere.
About Custer, I can't remember, but I think it must have been Fall Daytona, because that was the one he almost won.
No, because it was before Ross won his way in.
I have no idea. Wait, hold on, what's going on here?
Race here, but as you can imagine, the team was pretty fired up over the wall to get that spoiler brace on and get Dano back out. He was running P7 when he had to drop out of that pack and come here to pit road.
Oh, by the way, Colby, Travis Pastrana radio, 21 minutes ago. Travis Pastrana just now realized Cletus isn't on the track. Where's the 4? He's gone. What? No, my shaking bake partner is gone. Yeah, he just lost it off.
To shuffle mid-pack.
Meanwhile, also on Wheel of Fortune, today was the end of this last episode for Wheel of Fortune week. So the 3 winners from Tuesday. Oh my God! Oh damn it! I thought that was Stewart for a moment. Like they fixed it that quickly, but no. Oh, here they're gonna show us the replay.
Yeah. I know he got loose.
On the lead.
Did you get a bad shove or?
And you see Hocevar, the leader, it just cuts off.
Oh.
And luckily, no one ran in the back of him.
That's weird.
He's able to tag on the back of the field.
I've never seen something. I thought he would have gotten loose and then go below the apron. That's weird. Let me check if they got Stewart back out.
Fox 1's leaderboard will tell me where he is.
Back in
he's listed as 1 lap down, so they're probably coming in and out doing repairs.
To the end of the stage, and here it is officially.
All right. Yep. Chandler Smith wins stage 2. Lane Rigg second. Ty Majeski third. Taylor Gray fourth. Michael McDowell fifth. Nick Light sixth. Seventh goes to Christian Eckes. Eighth to John Hunter Nemechek. Ninth to Ben Rhodes. And 10th to Justin Haley.
The two of them were working well together.
If we follow trends, middle part of stage 3, Pastrana is going to wreck, and then a driver nobody likes is going to win. So give me either Chandler Smith or Corey LaJoie for 3.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, right.
And when you're able to get control with the right trucks around you.
Oh, God. Imagine if this is the race Corey LaJoie breaks the streak.
Say, hey, where's my friend?
Like, this is the race where he finally wins.
It would bring Henderson Motorsports the win they should have had.
Coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, I mean, at least that would be a good story, I guess.
Of course it would be
fuel
good story.
strategy sponsored by
Right, but I don't like LaJoie.
I know, me neither. No, I was trying to say earlier.
Although I'm not an idiot, though, I can admit that he did deserve to make the 500.
Is 60.
No,
60 laps to
he
go
wrecked.
right
He
now.
wouldn't.
So
So he
you're
wouldn't
gonna
have
be,
made the 500.
56, and we know
even
that
if
the fuel's
we were using any of the other
32,
formats.
34 laps,
take it to the
somewhere right
finish
in
line.
there as far as how you can go.
No, I'm saying that
Fill everything up right here to make sure that
how the race went, if it weren't for who was the one who gave him a bad shove?
Suarez.
Yeah, if it weren't for Suarez, he probably would have been in the 500.
Suarez has been a
Well,
fucking
that and Casey Mears is doing what can only be described as
Freebirding.
a desperation move that nobody should ever do during a wreck.
Freebirding. It worked.
So pit road is going to stay.
No, I'm just saying that it's very dangerous to full throttle your way through a wreck.
He Lightning McQueened it.
To pack it full of fuel.
Yeah, he did. He did Lightning McQueen it.
So I was saying, today was the last episode of Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune NASCAR collaboration. So the 3 winners from the previous 3 days, Well, they were competing against a different NASCAR.
So was it?
It's like, so they have teams of 2 of like a player and a driver. With the.
Who are the drivers?
Logano, Bell, and Busch. So 1 for each manufacturer.
Tony Stewart was told to go to the garage. His race is over.
No!
Yep. Well, I mean, hey, I'm not completely shocked. We both know how these play races go when there's a cool driver in them.
He wasn't even the car that. Oh my God! Forget it. Damn it.
I mean, hey. The speed weeks have been very weird. Well, this entire season so far has been very weird. From Rain Bowman Gray to whatever the hell Duel 1 was. I'll just be excited when we're watching Gridlock at Daytona. And by excited, I mean not at all. And then watching Hill win.
Well, that's Saturday.
I know. Tomorrow.
I'm not going to be that pessimistic.
See, that's why I am. I mean, that's how it goes, no? I mean, you get a bunch of cool drivers in, like, the truck race or cup race. They do nothing, and usually they wreck. And then Hill wins the Xfinity race. And then the cup race is decided because there's 2 big ones with 30 to go. And then some guy who's in 3rd survives the wrecks and then wins.
Joey Logano, Regan Smith, Josh Sims, and Amanda Busick on pit road. So NASCAR was trying to refigure the lineup here, and I think it may have something to do with the 19 up front of Daniel Hemrick. The team was lobbying to get that penalty reversed. And they're coming your way now, Amanda.
You're going to take a look at Taylor Gray coming up down to pit road, is back in a truck for the first time since 2024. He's already assessing who can help him out there ahead of stage 3. Wanted to sell the 62. Hey, I'm working good with John Hunter Nemechek. Pair me up with that guy. It'll be 4 tires for him, Josh, as we get ready for this last stage.
Stage 2 winner Chandler Smith in that 38 truck. That truck has been a tick loose all night long. Made some adjustments. Last stop, more adjustments to tighten them.
So both of the in-car cameras that NASCAR decided to do today, both of them wrecked out.
Hendricks in the 34 truck, a little bit free when he was in the pack, but once he got out front, extremely loose. Told the team he needs some help with that problem.
The Cletus McFarland stream currently sits at 7.5 thousand views. And there are 17,000 people watching Tony Stewart's in-car camera, even though he is out of the race.
I also saw a post from Slap. The fact that he said this is a one-off and had zero interest in any other comeback makes you think that that Ram threw an assload of cash.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to
the crew chief. Crew chief for Tony Stewart. Hopefully you might want to do this again sometime. Stewart said, yeah, I'd say there's a pretty good shot of that.
Most patients achieve remission at 1
so maybe we see him again. Maybe we see him again.
I'll believe it when I see it.
The intestinal lining.
I'll believe it when I see it too, but considering
before treatment, your doctor should check
how this ended, I can't imagine that Tony Stewart likes the way this ended.
Well, the thing, I mean, he didn't get crashed by idiocy. He got wrecked by someone who got loose.
He didn't even get to stage 3.
He didn't even get the chance to compete, basically.
Yeah.
It's still sad.
Dirt, sand, snow. Race you through this, over that, all day, all night. Race you on 4 wheels. 1 wheel. How about no wheels? Race you with the world watching. This guy watching. Race you to the summit. Maybe not that summit. To sub 7. Any event, any terrain, any time. Race you.
What time is the game tomorrow? 3 p.m. All right, right before the Xfinity race. It'll be done, so that's good. I'm talking about men's Team USA versus men's Team Denmark.
Okay. I'm gonna see what events are on tomorrow because I have everything. Let me check. So tomorrow is day 8. By the way, we completely sold on men's figure skating. Ilya Malinin, I think.
Yes, I saw.
That was crushing to watch. 8th overall.
I will say in hockey tomorrow there are 4 games. After tomorrow there will only be 8 more games. Well, after tonight there are only 8 more games in the round robin.
And then we get
tomorrow is Sweden versus Slovakia, Germany versus Latvia, Finland versus Italy, and U.S. versus Denmark. I imagine that it's going to be Sweden, Latvia, Finland, USA.
All right. See, what do we have for tomorrow? Let's see. Alpine, men's giant slalom, women's double moguls, women's 4x7.5 kilometer relay and cross country, women's 7.5 kilometer sprint for biathlon, men's 500 meter speed skating, women's skeleton, men's individual large hill, and men's 1500 meter short track.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Have a good night.
Good night.
The best anglers in the world battle the wild and each other. You want some of this? Yes! The Bassmaster Elite Series, Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern on FS1.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. knows how to get it done around Daytona. Remember back to 2023.
A younger friend, I guess this would
Big
be her
hit by
first
Larson
time
and
watching
watch
NASCAR
Joey.
race.
You're always there.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Well, you got your picture made.
I wasn't sure
Crossing
when
the
the
finish
caution
line
came
first.
out. I was in denial still when the caution came out, but good for Ricky.
Big win. How about that? The end of that long, grueling race. And here he is making his Truck Series debut. He's just here to collect another trophy.
Yeah, and I think they were very cautious in the first 2 stages. You see Stenhouse right here going to line up 3rd. Very cautious in the first 2 stages because they don't need stage points. I mean, I know the team might want them, but ultimately Ricky's here to try to win the race, and we know that he can do that.
Absolutely. Remember, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has never run a truck ever. This is his first race in a truck. It's kind of crazy and hard to believe that. But yeah, I mean, he's got, a couple stages now under his belt to be able to just kind of learn a little bit. What can the truck can and cannot do? And to your point, Kevin, all things to gain and nothing to lose.
You know who's having a quiet night is Travis Pastrana.
What's going on here with McDowell dropping to the back? I don't know what happened. Equipment interference. I'm seeing.
Something out on the
pit
stop.
road penalty.
Tail end.
And those are the kind of things that are just make it way harder to get yourself back in that position. You work all night. Those guys have been up front. McDowell and his team have been up front the whole time. And now you're headed into the last stage, and now you got to make all that ground back up and dodge all the carnage that is going to probably happen at some point.
And something that affects a lot of the field right there, he dropped to the rear after the choose. So the whole row that was behind him all moves up. They didn't know that when they were choosing before they got to the box there. So that does affect the field a lot when the penalty is called that late.
So McDowell drops back, led 13 laps earlier. Number 5 of Nick Lights.
Well, the intensity is getting ready to pick up.
Might be the first lap he's ever led in a race.
We've seen a couple of minor accidents, but the pushing and the shoving and everything that has happened at the end of these stages is getting ready to ramp up dramatically.
Nick Lights in his
You're gonna have
9th career start,
55 laps to go when we go
Garage.
green
That number
right
5 on
now.
the outside, Ty Majeski on the inside. 55 laps to go from Daytona.
Oh, fanning out when the middle of those lines.
75
Thankfully, not a checkup that resulted in a wreck.
And you can just see the experience from the guys that know how to push and the guys that don't. And right now, Corey LaJoie, he's always been a really strong pusher, and you see him behind that 5 truck up on the outside lane.
Already going 3 wide. Good gracious.
And you see them open up that middle. When that middle's open like that, all it takes is somebody to
orange.
stuff
That
it
Pastrana
down there
way
in
on the
center
outside,
and
not
pick
able
up
to
all the
find
momentum,
someone to go with,
everything that's going
continuing
on
to
there.
drop
So
back.
You always want to be careful of leaving that open.
Lights falls back.
So it's Crafton, then Stenhouse.
With the 75.
And there's Hocevar,
then
three wide up top. My man just makes the moves. He's got a super fast truck, and when he goes, a lot of trucks go with him because they know
the middle
he's
port
going
behind
That's John Hunter
Taylor
Nemechek
Gray.
right in front of him.
Nemechek leading the outside lane.
Those trucks
As
talk
we see,
earlier
LaJoie moved
some
to the
of
high
trucks
side.
that they wanted to connect with, and John Hunter Nemechek was one of those trucks because the experience in the field, it makes a difference, Joey, because of the fact that you know how to push a little bit better. You can control the spacing as we see him 4 wide.
Wow.
Right
oh, God. 4 wide doesn't work at Daytona.
3 of the 4 Cup Series drivers are trying to hook up.
One truck falling back.
There.
That's,
Ooh,
oh, God. That's lights.
That needle.
We stay clean.
Once
My
they
God.
got 2 wide and then 3 wide, the whole bottom lane got
Now
cleared.
we have a
All
7-car
the bottom
breakaway
trucks,
up
they were
front,
just sitting
led
there
by
in
the
the bottom lane. When they started
2024
racing 3 wide,
Truck
it
Series
killed
champion, Ty
the top
Majeski.
2 lanes, and the bottom was able to succeed for now.
Well, Tony Stewart, after that incident, went back to the garage, and he has been checked and released from the infield care center. Smoke, it was fun while it lasted. Chandler Smith won that stage, now falling back.
Well, you see that outside lane as the inside lane just gets really, really organized. Carson Hocevar up there trying to make something happen. You see those trucks come down the racetrack trying to get a side draft. Slow that inside truck down and pick them off one at a time.
Butterbean Queen, guys, 3rd truck in line on the outside, doing a really good job.
Let's not, well, I guess,
Well,
yeah, I guess outside because
that's
most
what he's
of
here
this
to do.
front
That's
is
what the
just
Truck Series is
lane.
for. It teaches you how to race on the super speedways. It teaches you how to bump draft, and that's just the next step in everything that he's done throughout the ARCA series and in his late model career. And now he's run enough of this race now that he should be comfortable doing the things that he needs to do.
3 of the ThorSport trucks in the top 6, so also all on the bottom lane. Only one who's not there,
The 2 trucks are going to
Jake
make
Garcia,
it happen. You
who's a
got
lap
2 of
down.
the most experienced drivers in the field here as far as Cup experience.
Anchor moves to the high
that they are
side.
putting it all
3rd
to
lane
work when
looking
they
like
come
it was
here to the
peaking
Truck Series. They
again.
know a lot of things a lot of the truckers don't know yet from racing in the Cup Series.
Guys up front, Ty Majeski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., a dangerous combination. Those 2 hooked up at the front, Kevin.
Well, they're hooked up at the front, but the thing that
Brendan Queen in the middle.
I think is that 88 truck has a lot of speed in it. We've seen him consistently be able to be up at the front of the racetrack, the way that he can pull that pack around. And I think Stenhouse probably wants to be patient until that outside lane starts to challenge, which looks like it might not be long.
Every time someone goes 3 wide in the middle, though, that is hurting the momentum of the top lane. So they need to stay 2 by 2 to get that lane moved up there to get side by side with Majeski.
Well, guys, let's hear from Tony Stewart. He's with Amanda.
He walked over to the interview and just said it was just starting to get fun out there. And Tony, you were squeezed into the wall there by Jake Garcia. What was your experience with it?
We just didn't know what we were going to have balance-wise, and it felt a little free at the beginning. I just tried to keep sneaking up on it, and first change really didn't move the needle, so they tried wedge instead of track bar and air, and it's actually started responding to it. So we probably needed to make that same change again, but it was at least in a spot where I felt comfortable being 3 wide and felt like I could hustle a little more. But we knew we still needed at least one more adjustment.
Nemechek outside lane surging. Here comes Nemechek around the high side. He'll take the lead in the number 62.
Get in the middle of that stuff. So not sure what happened underneath us, but just comes across the nose. But it's just part of it.
I heard your crew chief said to you, maybe you want to do this again sometime. What was your answer to him?
Well, I don't know. I didn't think I was going to be here 10 years after I retired, so I think we have to learn to never say never. But yeah, it's a great opportunity. I mean, I'm so appreciative of Matt Collick and Chris Rice, Ty Norris, everybody at Ram and Collick Racing. They did an awesome job, and Alex was doing a great job. TJ did a great job spotting. Just just finally getting in a spot where I felt like I could start hustling and being in the mix there a little bit. Early on, it was just like kind of hang on, and knew we needed to take care of it till we got a shot to make pit stops. So probably needed one more good swing at it to really get to where we could go, but we're gaining on it. So at least they're building a notebook now. I mean, the rest of the guys are out there still digging, so they'll build a good notebook for when we come back next time.
To see you soon, champ.
Yeah, thanks.
Never say never, Tony Stewart. Maybe we will see him back behind the wheel again. How about this battle up front?
All right,
guys?
Nemechek is now clear up front. Behind him is the number 77 of Carson Osavar, who's been an absolute chaotic menace that he usually is, like a gremlin. Close to the inside. Here comes the 77 with a nice run. The IKEA truck leads again.
The race to McDowell. As soon as he got cleared, boom, to the bottom. You put the air on the nose. He wants to be up front. And he's driven from the back to the front a couple times now. Pretty quickly.
Carson Hocevar out front. He's led more laps than anybody. He's hanging on to it. The fans are loving what they're seeing tonight.
Don't remind me of this wreck. Why'd you have to get wrecked, Tony? No! Okay, composure. But damn it, I'll be damned if that didn't fucking suck to watch. Well, always the next race. Alright, so, but now we wait. As the usual, Dale. In 5 days, it'll be the 25th anniversary that Dale Earnhardt Sr. died. And perhaps the greatest driver, no, one of the greatest drivers the world has ever seen, passing away in a last lap wreck with a basilar skull fracture. Richards yellow, kill a fellow. What the? Oh, those are the Fresno Trans Am cars.
Every win. A protective coating engineered under extreme conditions, applied with precision, designed to last. For high-speed laps and for the people who keep America moving. Top Liner, dealer opportunities nationwide.
So that's the sponsor of the #1 truck currently for Tricon Garage. Taylor Gray's driving the Top Liner car. That does not look like fucking Colonel Sanders.
Sprint down the track and get ready for a fight.
He is an absolute weapon.
Timid? Stay home.
Buckle up, hard racing.
Friday nights under the lights. Racing that's pure, passion that's authentic, and pressure that's real.
They're both in the wall off turn 2.
This is where careers are born before heroes are made.
Hell yeah!
Next week, Atlanta, Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
This infield at Daytona is absolutely packed. What a perfect night for a little fire. First race of the weekend. We welcome you back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Daytona.
Hocevar still leading, 44 to go.
To command this lead.
In front of Nemechek, and then Christian Eckes in third.
Making it too easy.
Well, you've got, and when I was coming up through the Busch Series, I always wanted to race against the Cup guys because I felt like I learned so much, and I feel like it's the same thing here in the Truck Series. We saw these two Cup guys right here just basically just take control,
killing everyone,
to the front,
destroying people in their
themselves at the front by being aggressive. Now you see them blocking, pushing, shoving, doing everything that they have to do. But man, the guys that they're racing with that are regulars or rookies, whoever it is, learn a ton.
Yeah, and you see another Cup guy there, Michael McDowell. Remember, he just had that penalty when we went back green. He has driven all the way back up to third. And
34th, 33rd to third.
And we've seen those Spire trucks
going inside Eckes. He's going to get with his teammate again, like Carson Osavar.
Momentum kill, keep going. I mean, they got some strong trucks. Obviously, the top's going to roll here.
Brendan Butterbean up. Oh, sucker hole. Oh, the car shut off. The truck must have shut off. Oh, God, here they get out of the way. Oh, God.
The truck's wiggling a lot.
It's the second time this race is truck shut. There he goes. Oh, my.
You're good behind by 1.
How about heads-up driving by everybody in the field, guys? That was incredible.
Yeah, I thought for sure somebody was going to hit him square in the back of that
caution.
Caution.
Oh,
out
well,
for
there's
the
a
fourth time tonight.
Damn.
Another heartbreaker. You were just saying, Joey, how strong those Spire trucks are. Showed how he drove from the back to the front more than one time tonight.
Well, don't count him out yet. It's the left rear tire, obviously. And, you know, they'll have to bend some sheet metal back and they'll be okay. They're going to put tires on it. And as fast as those trucks have been, don't count them out yet.
You're saying there's
left,
a chance.
yeah, that left rear is done. So, time to go pit. The fact that everyone avoided him, that is great. That is heads up driving.
And I think the others seen that too. And here he's just trying to woe it up, right? And you don't want to completely slow up in front of everyone.
Like Daniel Dye almost completely got
just
whacked.
Keep it on one piece here.
What a great job by everybody. And by
there's Daniel Dye. So it's a different blue
to
car.
be able to feel that tire was going around, and those guys, luckily, with the experience that they had right there to realize that he has a problem. You see it right there. Start to move around the racetrack. You can see the left rear tire is soft right there.
There goes Eckes. I'm out of
Smoke
here.
kind of the smoke coming from the tire as it cuts down.
Really, really bad.
Yeah, especially if that tire would have come apart right there going into the corner.
Let's go on board the Celsius camera. Justin Haley and what he saw. Backing up. Wow.
Woo-hoo!
I mean, it's so scary. You're catching a truck that fast, and you're like, oh, should I move up? Is the truck behind me going to move up? You don't want to get stuck behind him.
And let's give Justin Haley some credit right there. You heard him just breathe out of the gas. The biggest thing that you don't want to do when there's a scenario like that is just dump the gas, hit the brake pedal, because you'll get run over from behind. So you're looking in the mirror, lifting out of the gas, trying to see what's catching you from behind to make sure you don't get run over, looking to the right, trying to find some space. A lot to digest right there from Justin Haley. He did a great job.
Justin Haley, another Ram driver. He's here back in the Truck Series full time.
So I'd say right from here, 41 to go. Sure, you're a little bit outside of your window. I'm coming down pit road, though. You're only a couple caution laps away from making it. Top this thing
so you're
off.
going to bet on more cautions.
Probably, maybe people put two on here, Kevin. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely coming to top it off.
Yeah, I mean, you have to come to pit road and get the tank full of fuel right now, and then save. I think you got to bank on a few more cautions as we go towards the end of this race. That's typically the way that this race goes.
Green light on pit road. It is open for the taking.
All coming down.
Looks like everybody will follow your advice, Joey. They're coming your way, Amanda.
Brennan Queen started this race 22nd all the way up into the 6th position. They just reminded him, do not slide your tires as you come into this pit box. Brennan's been radioing back to the team that I feel like this truck is dancy out there. His crew chief was telling him that we know that we're getting you comfortable out there on this truck as we make adjustments. But Brennan radioed back and said, I'm just feeling more comfortable and learning a ton. Josh?
For Michael McDowell, a little trouble getting out of his pit stall there, but he wanted possibly a track bar adjustment, ultimately decided not to go with it and just go with fuel.
John Hunter Nemechek was a little bit tight early in the race. Good right now on that run in the 91 of Christian X's. Driving good. They just took fuel only.
Drivers filling it up with Sunoco race fuel with zero carbon bioethanol. And you heard issues for Michael McDowell in his pit box. He's blocked in right there, a little too close for comfort.
Opening day, just like we used to. I love being out here with Sam again, especially at the big game. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active. It's a difference I can feel, and he can see.
Camzyos is proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be back.
Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance, the attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Thank you for a great season, football fans.
The commercials. Travis Pastrana says he's so tempted to drive it to the pace car to give it a little nudge. Stay glued to your screen. Hit the lights, commence the show. We've got our stars. They're all pros. One more game, just one more round. I'll show you why. All right.
That's March 4th through the 17th on Fox and FS1. Bryce Harper, he's one of my favorites. A beast. Beautiful aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Legends aren't born, they're proven. But the groundskeepers, I have to give them a shout out. I mentioned it to you guys. You probably think I'm nerding out on it. But last night, this infield grass got destroyed on the left side. Casey Mears, a couple others went through it. I think he was like doing donuts in it, tearing up the grass, and they did an incredible job fixing it. That's all fresh from tonight, I believe. Cletus.
He just mowed it, and
Yes,
I would
he
agree
did.
with you on a couple things. They did a great job with the grass. You can still kind of see the donuts right there, but I mean, you called yourself a nerd, so I'll just agree with you.
Hey, I hang out with my kind.
That's right.
Butcher, right there.
Butcher in his box. See what I did there?
You see a lot of trucks coming down pit road again, just topping it off one more time, just trying to get every last drop of fuel before we go back green. This is the one to go. They're choosing right now. All these trucks said, I'm just going to take just a little bit more gas.
So 37 laps to go, guys. Next time by.
Yeah, and that's more than a couple trucks. That's 3/4 of the field right there. That tells you how tight this pit window is on fuel.
So you're feeling pretty good. Things are. No.
All right, you're clear on the way.
They're right there. I need another caution or two,
Not unless
right?
we have some cautions. You're going to need to really take care of the fuel right here. It'll be interesting to see if they learn what happens with the fuel savings method and understanding how many laps they need to save.
The Ford Racing on board for Chandler Smith, currently 19th. Led 7 laps tonight. You hear him shutting it off right there.
Saving gas already.
It's acting funny. I don't know if he shut it off or not. Maybe he did, but yeah, I mean, I think what's tough for these teams, right? You know, these Cup guys, yeah, he's cutting it off, trying to coast. The Cup guys have their fuel mileage really scienced out, right? These guys that just focus on fuel mileage are really, really good at it. Remember, the Truck Series is a stepping stone series, right? This is not the best of the best. It's not the top, right? Everyone's learning here. They don't have it scienced out down to the last drop of how much fuel they are burning throughout the race, how much they are saving. It's an educated guess. And who can do that the best? And how do you know when you don't know you're out of gas until you're out of gas. So there's not much of a warning.
Definitely not as much technology in the Truck Series, right, Joey?
No.
Well, you see right here, the lineup is going to look a little bit funky because when you pit for the second time, you go to the tail end of the longest line, and that's why you only see those first 3 rows double file. Everybody else has to
All right,
line
here
up
we
single
go.
file.
Oh my God.
So Tanner Gray.
Ready to go.
Justin Haley on the inside in the 16.
Who's gonna go high? Both of them.
And all those trucks being single file is going to really change the complexion of this restart and how these trucks get runs.
Top 4, Justin Haley, Tanner Gray, Ben Rhodes, Caden Honeycutt.
Are spread out and so far away.
Haley the leader.
I would say
first time the Dodge has led all day.
Line up and get a huge run on those first 4 trucks.
They're going to start. Yeah, you see them. They weren't single file for long, and they're going to get still these big runs, and they're going to have to pick a lane. Right, where do we go? And here's the huge runs coming right here. Look at as they catch the lead pack there.
Didn't take long at all. John Hunter Nemechek has done an incredible
Tanner Gray,
job
the leader.
For Halmar Friesen running that second truck with them.
Well, you can just see his confidence in that truck and the way that he's able to just push and do the things that he's done. Every time they get behind, they find themselves right back at the front of the pack.
I just laugh how spread out they were 1 lap ago. They come by, they're 3 wide and 1 big bump.
And that's truck racing. These things just get incredible drafts, and when you can push correctly, you can make up so much ground because of the amount of speed that it picks up when 2 trucks are connected.
Tanner Gray has been really impressive tonight. He's been in the hunt, guys. He's been there most of this race. Did you see Justin Haley, who restarted first, sliding back just a little bit?
Yeah, and you see John Hunter push him out there. You see that truck come back to him, and you know this more than anybody, Joey. You don't want to get yourself too far out. You'll drag some brake and really look in that mirror to make sure that you don't leave so much space that you just get driven by.
All right, look at that 88 truck right now. He just broke free. He's going to have a run. He can either take the run or he's just going to be happy where he's at. He's got to make a decision.
Butterbean's up to 5th.
Right now. And it looks like he's okay where he's at. But he had the opportunity to do something, and he decided to hang.
There you see that 12 truck again of Brendan Queen right there. So he is definitely learning a lot. He's doing a great job. He's not put himself in any bad spots. And as we get towards the end of this race,
pushing coming from Lane Riggs to Ben Rhodes, 2 Fords on the low line.
To have a chance as we get towards
the
bottom.
We got Justin Haley trying to move around Tanner Gray. He's clear for the lead.
To Justin Haley.
With Corey LaJoy behind him.
Justin Haley's a good speedway racer as well. He's used to racing.
God, it's 3. Oh God, a near miss with Corey LaJoy and Ben Rhodes.
With one there.
Haley leading the high line with Tanner Gray and Nemechek behind him.
We referenced it earlier about his aggression and the things that he can do on a super speedway as well. We've seen it many times on Sunday. We've seen it in this truck, and a lot of contenders with a lot of experience up towards the front of this pack.
Gio Ruggiero, first time he's found himself up in the top 5 in that 17 truck. Finished 2nd here last year in his first time out in a truck. Went on to win at Talladega. Ooh, they're getting too close back there on the inside.
Back square on exit.
Yeah, you see that bed flap right there stuck straight up in the air on Justin Haley's truck.
Ooh.
You mentioned how good Justin Haley is around here. 2 wins in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, 1 Cup Series victory. He's gotten it done at Talladega.
And it's really
62's 1 off hip down.
Really unique with these trucks because there's like a in between those down bars in the back where that flap is stuck straight up in the air. It's almost a low pressure zone, and almost the arrows circle right there and almost pull those doors up sometimes, and it looks like that one is definitely locked open.
You can
Kevin,
imagine.
Sorry, Jamie, I'm just looking at the field, and it looks fairly calm right now, and I see a lot of, this is the first time I've seen this whole race, is where some people are content where they are, and it makes me think they're saving a little bit of gas. They're not on the gas wide open. They're able to save a little bit. Let's put a little bit in the bank. If I can get myself 5th or 6th in line and stay there and save a few drops of gas, maybe save me a lap or 2 for later in the race, not a bad call right now.
Guys, Dana White was up here with us, and his enthusiasm and excitement for being part of this RAM program, being back in NASCAR. They are leading this race, and it's the first time RAM has led in the Truck Series since 2014.
Oh, zombie dodges. I forgot about that.
Colleague Racing, job well done. So much work and effort.
Starting to the bottom, I think that's the joy.
So many hiring of employees to get here. 5 trucks in the field, 5 trucks full-time this year.
And you see everybody at the top of the racetrack, and I used to call this the Dell Junior line all of a sudden. So I believe this number on the bottom right here, where it's at on my screen right here, I can't touch the monitor, but that bottom right percentage on the dash right there, I believe that's the throttle percentage. So you can see it right now at 99.5. That's basically going to be right at 100. You see it start to dip down right there, 40s, 50s. That's the throttle percentage, and being able to sit in this pack like that, that's what they have to do is dip out of that throttle right now to get themselves a couple laps full of fuel.
Still one in front of the 11, half front now. Still
A couple of laps to save fuel. I'll spit it out right here at some point.
30 laps to go here. Justin Haley continues to lead over Tanner Gray, John Hunter Nemechek, Gio Ruggiero, and the 88 of Ty Majeski. That's the 9 at Grand
I
Enfield.
think he's got a flat tire.
Looks like the same situation. Maybe
looks like it's the right rear this time, though.
Yeah, you can see the carcass of that right rear tire.
30 to go. The 9 truck.
Around, I believe, right
former
there.
Daytona winner back in 2020.
Cut it down, right? Could be low air pressure. Everyone being
Hit in the,
maybe
hit
aggressive.
road.
It could be just bumping into each other. There's a lot of contact throughout the draft. You get a little rub. It could cut it down.
Grant Enfinger, one of 2 former winners here at Daytona. He was running 10th at the time that the tire let go. We stay green. He keeps it straight.
Good. I don't like it when we have.
So what you see here is, some guys were content with saving a little bit of gas. You also got others that are saying, hey, I'm too far back. I got to get up there a little bit. That's what you see that bottom line doing.
There's another look at that 9 truck at Grant Enfinger. There goes the carcass.
Yeah, and he wanted that tire to roll to the right.
Yes.
He wanted that tire to roll up the racetrack, not down the racetrack, but because they will consider that out of the way.
Did you see
In a
that
lane
hit?
run, LaJoy and Eckes.
Michael McDowell getting aggressive.
They are going to get more and more aggressive until somebody wrecks at the end of this race, because the harder you push, the faster that truck is going to go in front of you.
3 wide. 28 laps to go from Daytona. We're going to step aside, but you won't miss a thing. We're going box side by side.
Now, I mean, people have been begging for it the whole race. It took long enough.
Nothing stops Ram.
It's going back a bit. Happens a bit when I watch too much racing on a day, or just like watch enough racing, I get tired. But I love it, even if we are single file. Oh, we got a slow truck. It's Lane Riggs. Is it another tire going down? Or is he... Or I saw smoke coming from the rear. Is it an engine problem? What are we doing? Like, this track is destroying tire. Also hearing that the 97 of Jason Kitzmiller has an issue.
But killers often hide in plain sight.
$25 to go, the last quarter of the race.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. You're watching the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. 25 laps to go. Justin Haley continues to lead. Lane Riggs
hit the
some
wall.
Significant contact, and he had to bring it down. He held on to it, guys, but he cut a tire.
Yeah, and it looks like that right rear is way in the air. It's not. The left front's flat, and it's just got that truck all rocked over. But he has had some significant contact with the left front, but the whole right side is flat as well, Joey.
And here we see a replay. See Lane Riggs right here in the
He's
middle.
in the 3 wide.
You see they catch that lapped car, not with a lot of speed. They get 4 wide for a second there, and that little bit of contact there in the left front.
That's all it took.
Yeah,
you're gonna see it right here. Boom,
they're going by the
right
2
there.
car. Okay.
Yeah, and by the time he gets to the corner right here, it cuts that left front tire down, and then he goes up and hits the outside wall with the right side.
Double whammy.
Yeah, and there you see it starting to spark. Left front's down. It's going to get a little worse here. And then you're in the fence.
And that's his teammate right behind him, by the way, saying, "Get me out."
Yeah, and that's worst case scenario for those teammates, because for Lane Riggs, obviously he has the damage and everything happening. Now Chandler Smith has to come up with a new plan, because his security blanket is gone.
Tanner Gray continues to run top 5, and John Hunter Nemechek, guys, he's been impressive tonight. Aggressive pushes.
Well, we've made so much about Ram being back in the truck series. I think it's a pretty big deal that they're up there leading this race right now with everything that's happening as you see these trucks going 3 wide here, a little deeper in the pack. But Ram being at the front of this pack is something that has to be for Tim Kuniskis and that whole Ram group, Dana White, everybody standing there. What would it be like to win your first race back into the truck series?
Justin Haley has now led 15 laps, Josh.
Well, Jamie, and you guys talk about Ram being back in NASCAR. Well, also, Justin Haley back in the truck series, and I had a chance to catch up with him earlier today. He said, yeah, it was really tough getting released. He had moved his way up to the Cup Series. You know, he'd had success. He had won at Daytona. So when he got let go, he really had to think about what he wanted to do. He said he had several offers, but remembered the success he had with Kaulig. It was a no-brainer for him to come over to Ram, to work with Kaulig again, and come back here to win races. And right now, he's leading the field with 22 to go and feeling really good about his truck, guys.
Yeah, Josh, great update. Great. I mean, to come back to the truck series, you got to swallow your pride a little bit. John Hunter Nemechek did it, but he knows he's going to be in a competitive truck, and this makes it all worth it, right? He has a shot at a win.
And I believe this is a a little bit different, right? Like, I think.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
around they go. The
Hocevar, again.
Hocevar.
Keep going.
I think he's going to save it.
The
He's
way
had
it's
his
spun out, I
issues
wonder if
tonight.
there's another flat.
It's a left rear flat. Yep.
Again?
Yeah, it is.
Get it
We're
going.
still green, and we just turned yellow. Caution is out.
And there's a lot of crew chiefs saying, "Ooh," because this
doing it on purpose.
they were all really nervous of saving, yeah, here's save fuel, of being able to make it to the end. This caution is going to help them a lot, and it's going to bring the intensity of the race up a lot, where everybody was just happy saving some gas because they had to get to the end. Now it's different. But yeah, if I'm Carson Hocevar, I'm wondering what's going on with these flat tires right now. Is something rubbing? That's a couple.
So what do you think right here, Joey? Do you come in and just take a quick splash to cover yourself for a green-white checkered, or do you bank on what you had saved right there?
Who am I and what place am I in? Right, and I think those are the questions you have to ask. If you're Ricky Stenhouse Jr., you're 17th, you have nothing to lose, might as well top it off, right?
Anyway, now we wait for the restart, which will probably be quite a few minutes, but we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is the point where they're banging on each other the hardest. The moment where we see the biggest crashes. The moment where somebody gets the glory. Still not back from commercial. We're back, finally.
Burns with back-to-back champion William Byron looking for an historic three-peat. It doesn't get bigger than this. The 68th running of the Daytona 500. That's Sunday, 2:30 Eastern, with pre-race coverage starting at 12:30. That's only on Fox. We know a couple guys who got the job done. How about this, Harv? I remember this day.
That was a great day, actually. Just a wild finish there.
This is a great one, too. Same sponsor.
What's the that's what I was going to say, the common denominator.
Pretty neat. It's been a while, though.
It's hard to explain what the difference in winning this race is compared to any other race. I mean, you grab that Harley J. Earl trophy and you start looking at the names on the big trophy, and it's the who's who of NASCAR racing, and pretty awesome event to stand in victory lane.
It's you can't describe it, and the things that just keep rolling, right? Like even when you come back here years later, you know, out front here by the museum, your handprints and your foot, you know, like everything that they put in the concrete, it's just a lot of really cool things that just keep adding up after you've won the Daytona 500, right? When you get introduced, it's NASCAR champion and Daytona 500 champion, right? Like those are the two things that the sport cares about the most.
Have you been back out to see your hands and feet?
It doesn't look good anymore.
Okay. I've never been out to
You've never done that?
No, I've
you
never
should do
walked
that.
back
I did
out
that. I went out there with my kids, and they were putting their handprints in there. It was
I love
cute.
how the
cool.
winner, they take their car right away, and then it ends up in the museum just the way they left it, with all the confetti and all the beer, or whatever it may be. But what a moment. I remember that both for you guys. And they always say that winning the Great American Race just changes your life forever. And you guys, you can tell in your reflection that it truly does.
Well, it's a race that you work all winter to prepare for. And you're not going to see any other race that every vehicle in the field is as well prepared as it is to come to Daytona. So it's a special race. It means so much to our sport and everything that it was built on. And you walk into the Speedway. One of my favorite moments from the weekend so far was bringing Will Buxton here for the first time. He'd never been to the Daytona International Speedway.
Buxton, the lead commentator
and
for
when
IndyCar.
I brought him here, he was like a kid in a candy store. He's down there.
Red or something?
He's like, mate, I can't believe how tall the grandstands are. And I'm like, man, this is so cool because we're here every year.
Get used to it.
And you kind of get used to everything that's happening. So it's great to see and hear that enthusiasm from somebody.
And Will Buxton, of course, F1 legend, broadcaster, and now he's play-by-play for the IndyCar series. So it's great to see him.
Going back to green
here.
this time.
Well, Travis
Now I feel
Pastrana, we haven't
more
talked about him. He's having a quiet night.
Oh,
Let's listen to his radio.
All clear. Sorry, what are we behind Stenhouse and Hosever? Hosever gave me the horns when he went by. He's rad. That's so fun. And poor man, just stay right in line there. All good, buddy.
Did you call him Hosever?
Yeah. Gave me the horns.
He's
rad. Hey, I tell you what, he's still got the thing in one piece, and considering everything that's been going on, I'd say he's doing a good job. Long ways to go here, though. 17 laps around Daytona. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but that is a long time.
Tanner Gray, Justin Haley up front. Just unbelievable. We've been talking about Ram coming back into the Truck Series, you know, for about 6 months now, and here they are tonight.
To the top 5.
Justin
Here we
Haley
go, restarting with
20
1/6 of the race to go, 16 laps.
So restart on the outside here. Ty Majeski, John Hunter Nemechek, Brendan Queen, Gio Ruggiero, Andres Perez up there in the top 10.
I just think business is going to pick up here. I think the fuel save stuff's over. It's time to start pressing and getting that track position.
I agree, Joey. I think that as you look towards the front of the field, Justin Haley, I think Ty Majeski has had one of the best pushing trucks and fastest trucks all night. It's just going to come down to that experience on the inside lane there with John Hunter Nemechek. He's been the best pusher all night.
He and
Carson
up
Hosevar.
front. Nemechek surging on the inside. Behind Taylor Gray. Excuse me, Tanner Gray.
Stuart Friesen up high. There's Michael McDowell still digging.
Yeah, he's been digging out of a hole a couple times tonight.
As the leader crosses the line, we've reached our Craftsman, 15 to go. It's Tanner Gray out front.
Remember, Tanner
Big
Gray
push from
qualified
Majeski
up front,
to
so he's got a pretty
Justin
fast
Haley.
truck.
Tanner
So
Gray
you put a
still
fast
leading.
truck out in the
Tanner
wind, it
Gray
can really
still looking
lead
for
a
his
lane
first
well. You see
career
that, like,
Truck Series
he's not
victory.
really keeping John Hunter that close to him. You see he got away. Now John Hunter's back to him. He's not doing much to manage
Going to the high side, that's Nicolaites.
but he's got a really fast truck.
The outside of Andres Perez.
Tanner Gray, one of those drivers, he's come up one spot short, never got that first career win. What if it happened tonight at Daytona?
Well, we've seen some pretty surprising moments here at Daytona. I don't think it would be quite as surprising as some of the wins that we've seen here in the Truck Series, but always good to come back the
3 wides already forming in mid-pack.
from the previous year.
3-car break, truck breakaway. Tanner Gray, Nemechek, Ruggiero.
On the racetrack and at these super speedways and all the lessons that he learned. But like you said earlier, he's got the speed in that truck. We saw that in the first stage, and the fact that he's been up there all night. So there's a lot of things that could happen, and he could very well win this race tonight.
Josh, tell us more about Tanner Gray.
Well, Kevin talks about winning races. When I caught
Truck's
up with
moving to the
Tanner
high
earlier
side.
today,
I see
his
Brennan.
seventh season
I
of the
see
Truck Series,
Queen.
he said point blank period.
It's not
I
Queen.
have to
Damn
win
it.
races
Hosevar.
this
I am back
season.
again.
This is the year we get over the
Stenhouse.
hump. And a big thing for him, Jeff Hensley is crew chief. Second year in a row they get to work together. Not often in his career has he had that consistency with the crew chief. He said
Whoa,
Jeff
Cole
has been
Butcher
so
going way
instrumental in
low.
teaching
Or
him
Ben
so
Rhodes going
much.
way low,
A big
snapping
reason
back.
why we're seeing him come out the gate so strong this year.
Thanks, Josh. Looked like Cole Butcher in the 13 got a little sideways. Yeah, you see
Oh, it
him
is
right
Butcher.
there.
Okay.
Well, the interesting thing right now is there's 4 Toyotas on that bottom lane, so they definitely, if
3
they
of them
can
are
keep that thing
teammates.
formed and stay in line like they are right now, they'll have an advantage. Whoa.
Great save.
That's off of turn 4 again. That area is it's a slick spot.
It's like Calamity Corner. I think we've called it an ARCA before, coming off of 4. Ooh,
whoa.
Big twitch by the 88 of Ty Majeski. Oh my gosh, 77, Carson
He's
Hosevar.
gonna go for another spin.
Contact
Again?
with Butcher. He goes
What
around.
is he freaking doing?
Is he gonna keep
Get
his
it
truck
going,
clean
please.
again?
Just get
He
going.
kept his truck clean. The only thing I'm worried about
All
with
right,
Carson
it's
Hosevar
pit
is
road,
how many
but
more
my
tires
God.
he has sitting in the pits.
He was 3 laps down there, guys. He's down because of the flat tires, but he still just gets up in the middle of it.
Another spin, and he brings it down pit road. Unharmed, we stay green. 12 laps to go.
Single file up front, coming up on the laps number 2 again.
Going down the middle here, shuffling out and
Aggressive move, spinning
and I
Cole
think sometimes,
Butcher.
You know, I know you want to be up there in the middle of racing, and at some point there has to be a
diving to
little
the
bit
inside,
of,
seems to get a second lane
a
going.
little
Doesn't
bit
do
of
it
thought
just
process
yet.
that has to go in with being 3 laps down and racing like that. So it's interesting to be right in the middle of it like that.
Single file up
There
front.
we go. We got a run on Honeycutt.
Down to the bottom, try to get some friends to
He's got
him down
Haley
there.
behind him.
Step aside, you won't miss a thing. We're going box side by side.
All right.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance, the attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado.
Wow, holy crap. That inside lane formed quickly. Who's that on the bottom? I think that's Taylor Gray in the 1. No, it's Christian Eckes in the Columbia Bank Chevrolet. Going for his 9th career victory
That's right,
in the
Mom
series.
and Dad. My new boyfriend rides a motorcycle.
Oh, it's just a cruiser for unwinding on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
How responsible.
Very sensible.
And he has a tattoo.
Temporary for my niece. She insisted.
Oh, that's cute. Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off.
Well, I stand corrected. It's lovely.
No, it's not.
Super cute.
Very in right now.
That's my rough and tumble little girl.
Chef Lena is taking the Tide Boosted test.
Oh.
I'll pass that. Hearing on that. Eckes is almost clear. He's got Tanner Gray to his outside. Coming down. We're at 10 to go. No, but it's. I can't believe we're going commercial right now. All right. Nemechek pushing Tanner Gray back out to the lead. Tanner Gray currently drives for Tricon Garage. Majority of their wins have come from one driver, Corey Heim. Tricon Garage is currently tied with Hendrick Motorsports for the 8th most wins of any team. So they're at 26. One more, obviously, get them to 27. And then the next benchmark would be Richard Childress Racing at 31. Oh, God. Ruggiero forced below the line, and here comes another. I think is that like trucks trying to squeeze their way through the middle. That was Eckes again. Big run coming to the outside. They're swooping around the 15. Oh God, massive stack up.
It is go time.
Yeah, and I don't know how we haven't wrecked.
We didn't
right
wreck.
Now, already.
8 to go.
But they have made some aggressive moves.
So right now it's
got away
Eckes,
with them,
McDowell, Honeycutt, McDowell to the inside.
It was a minute ago.
And he's the leader. Worked his way back to the front again. Honeycutt right behind him.
Caused some big stacks, and everyone will get all top of each other, and now we got a 3-wide race again.
Guys, Michael McDowell back up front where he started this race on the front row. Got mired in the back for a bit.
Yeah, and we saw what's going to be a questionable call with that yellow line is Michael McDowell went by John Hunter Nemechek. I think Nemechek squeezed him down right there and forced him below the yellow line, but either way, he has made him
outside
his way
lane
back
with
towards the
Nemechek.
front of this pack.
They're getting organized, Joey.
Three
just
drive
give it a
per grade.
minute because
Wow!
they're unorganized, because
Eckes
these
get with the
trucks
push from
and the
Nemechek,
way
man,
that they're
is
pushing
trying to
and
edge
shoving,
around
they're just getting
Michael
these
McDowell.
massive runs.
Inside lane, we see Honeycutt trying to make a
That's the thing
run. He's
about
going to get
Mike
to
McDowell
5th
there
with
right now.
Chandler
Yes, he
Smith
has
to
a
his
fast truck.
outside.
He doesn't have many friends around him. You see, there's a couple trucks that have alliances around there.
Well, that's what started all this, Miss. I thought the Toyotas were in a really good position, and then they broke themselves up trying to make a pass for the lead.
This is
6
what
to
you were
go.
talking about, Kevin, with McDowell. Left side's below the double yellow.
Yeah, that's a forced down scenario to me. I just kind of let that roll if it was me. It seemed like I was just trying to keep things straight, too, a little bit out there.
Here comes Christian Eckes.
Well, that run on
Standout
high side run,
performer in the
middle
Truck
side run,
Series 2
freezing,
years
trying to
ago,
find a
went to
spot.
O'Reilly.
Looks like he's
Now
stuck
he's
in the
back
middle
with
still.
McAnally, Hildeman
McDowell's still the
Racing.
leader. Becoming a 5 to go. Justin Haley in 4th in the number 16 Dodge,
See
up
the
to
brothers
3rd.
Working together, the 15 of Tanner Gray behind him, his younger brother Taylor Gray.
You see
Lane
the
Riggs
11
on
there.
pit road
He
again.
had the opportunity to get to the outside of McDowell if he wanted to take it. That's where you got to be patient, right? It's 5 to go. The heart rate is ramped up. You're thinking about everything you can. You know stuff's about to happen. At what point do I make the move?
Yeah, and you saw right before this Lane Riggs on pit road with another flat right rear tire. So lots of tire trouble tonight.
Unfortunate. You expect that guy, that truck, to be up front, but it hasn't been his night.
This view right here down the back
head-on view
head on with
makes
these
me
trucks
so nervous. You never know how close someone is to clearing themselves or not. Just from that view. Top 3 are still McDowell, Honeycutt, Haley. Oh, here we go. Taylor Gray. Dawson Sutton.
3 trucks
and
involved.
Another one I can't figure out. Spencer Boyd, I think. Spencer Boyd.
Caution is out for the 6th time.
I mean, it's impressive we've gotten this far. Let's just be real. I can't believe they ran as long as they did without wrecking. There's so many
had a big
close calls, so entertaining to watch. And we're going to get I guess, a green-white checker.
Yeah, and here, these, as Michael Waltrip would say, these truckers never disappoint, and they are putting on just a great race tonight with the way that they've been able to run this race so far.
We're going to go to over green-white checkered, I think.
You know,
a 2-lap shootout to decide
We've seen some things happen, but the racing overall has been phenomenal. Well, we got to remember, you know, as we look on the board of the guys who didn't come to pit road and did come to pit road, and we were talking about that possibility of a green-white checkered, and we're going to be extended on the lap count.
It depends on how quick they clean this up. They didn't hit nothing, so I'm assuming they're going to probably open pit road.
Well, Joy on pit road too.
Well, the pace car hasn't picked them up. It doesn't look like, so they can't open pit road yet.
We're going to have to do that.
So it's going to be another lap. I mean, they're saving a ton of gas at this moment right now, so it should be close. Regan, you got an update on fuel?
Yeah, Joey, just to try and make a little bit of sense here, basically on the last caution, every crew chief I checked with was 1 lap to the good at that moment, roughly. So it's going to be really tight depending on what they do happen to get for green-white checkers and things like that.
So if most of them were 1 lap to the good before the caution, you got to think you're getting, what, 2.5 laps to 1 compared to green to yellow ratio there, so ish. So, you know, you think this caution here buys them a couple more laps to where they can go a little bit longer?
Yeah, I mean, it's just really going to come down to how many green-white checkers do we have at this point, because this is when it gets wild and they really start taking chances with the pushing and shoving. So it's going to be tight for a few of them.
Let's take a look at what brought out this last caution.
Dawson Sutton's the one that came around. Or no, Taylor Gray came around. No, so off Majeski.
Yeah, the one just kind of spins
Mini
out
Tyrell
off the
looks
nose
like he
of
might have
the
hit the
88
wall
truck.
slightly as well.
They're kind of really close to each other through the middle of the corner.
And it doesn't take much. If you're just off center a little bit, and you see the 88 truck is to the left side of that one truck and just grazes the bumper. And when you go across the bumper like that, sometimes it just grabs them and spins them out like it did in this situation.
Taylor Gray has those white gloves on. I love when you guys wear white gloves. It's so easy to watch how hard you're working in there.
Yeah, and, you know, turn 4. It's every wreck so far tonight has been turn 4.
Another look at it here.
Yeah, and you see Dawson Sutton on the bottom of the racetrack right there. Kind of like Tony Stewart's wreck. Just wrong place, wrong time. Didn't do anything wrong.
Good things for all those trucks. I mean, yes, there's contact. Nothing huge. They should all be able to finish the race.
So pits are open.
See the 14 truck of Mini Tyrell right there.
He hit it pretty hard.
Yeah, he hit that right side pretty hard. And these trucks aren't like the Cup cars and Xfinity cars. They're all made out of sheet metal. So when you hit the wall, it immediately shoves them in on the tires and flattens that side.
All right, green-white checkered.
Mini Tyrell involved in a wreck. He got so close to completing his first Daytona race, his first ever Truck Series race.
But Tyrell probably will.
He's still going to complete it.
It wasn't
possibly.
He's still going to have a chance.
He's still. Thank you. Yes.
Little recap of the night.
Like it barely impacted.
Lap number 6, Cletus McFarland. Hard into that wall.
Oh. Still hurts to watch.
Yeah, you can see the whole seat move right there.
Carson Hocevar wins stage 1. He was on a roll. Tony Stewart in the 25 truck.
Wrong place, wrong time right there. So much enthusiasm with Tony making his comeback.
Chandler Smith picks up stage number 2. We saw some tire issues. A couple going down. See Jason Kitzmiller right there. Lane Riggs. And the last incident that brought out caution number 6, Taylor Gray off the nose of Ty Majeski. He collects Spencer Boyd and Dawson Sutton in the 26.
Well, we've had individual small carnage. We have not had the big one.
A lot of heads-up driving tonight. We definitely could have had the big one. So this will be NASCAR overtime. It's a 2-lap shootout. If the leader takes the white flag, next flag ends the race, whether it's caution or the checkered flag. And we will just keep on re-racking them and trying again, as long as they don't take that white flag.
In these situations, Joey, with the rules the way that they are, with not being able to lock bumpers, this always becomes an interesting scenario for me as to how far you can push and how long you can push. But somebody's gonna do it all the way into turn 1.
Oh yes, and there's a good chance it might happen all the way down the back straightaway, and then. You know, what are you willing to risk to win the race?
It's Daytona.
And is NASCAR going to make the call or not? Unfortunately, competitors are going to put them in the box. The NASCAR is the sanctioning body to decide on how they're going to let this play out. What I do know is if they're all pushing, they can't black flag the whole field.
But you got to be aggressive, and no matter how far you push, you're going to have to be hopefully on the front side of a good push to win this race.
Look at these young guys
Damn.
having a good old time. Got their beers lined up in the seats.
Is Boyer over there?
Boyer's
I don't see him.
I wouldn't
I
be
like
surprised
that.
if he joined
Boyer's
them.
boys.
We're approaching a record, guys. 30 lead changes tonight. Track and series record 31 back in 2021.
It's been a very entertaining race to watch with all the comers and goers from the back to the front. Michael McDowell still at the front of this pack. He's gone to the back of the pack a couple times tonight, but that's what they're all after right there.
They're all dreaming for that right there.
Well, what I see or want to look at right now, if I'm a competitor, where's the alliances, right? You had a couple Toyotas on the top lane. They're probably going to work together somewhat, right?
Even though I got
deep
tired
is their
during
roots?
it, like, and we also had a few long cautions. This has been a pretty awesome
before
race.
They
very
start to race.
competitive, very
Unfortunately
clean.
for Justin Haley, he's the only Ram.
Classic.
Let's see, in the
Super
top
Speedway
20.
race.
And McDowell is the only Chevy as well in the top 5. So right now,
Toyota, Chevy,
doing odds.
Toyota,
You're
Chevy,
going with the two that are going to actually
Dodge. I mean,
have a chance of sticking together. Maybe
There's
they
a
will,
Ford
maybe they
or
won't.
Toyota
But
behind
those two
Matera.
Toyotas up top have the upper hand right now.
And a lot of times
I think
things
it's Ford.
happen so fast with these trucks, with the runs that they get. Sometimes you just have to take what you get and hope that it works out.
All right, can Michael McDowell finish this thing off? Inside.
Okay, it was a Toyota top
Of
lane. All right, here we go. Green, green, green.
Here they
Over
come.
to green, white, checkered.
Green flag in
That's
the
at
air.
number
It's
1
NASCAR
here at
overtime.
Daytona.
When you want to get everything that you can because
Oh,
you want
God.
to be in position in case you get
Here
back
comes
to
the
this
push from the
white
Toyotas
flag,
on the high
because
side.
after that,
3 of
you
them
just
lined up in a
never
row
know
with
how it's
Chandler
gonna work
Smith.
out.
Fourth from the
Gio
outside
Ruggiero,
lane.
To your point, Joey, those Toyotas working
Honeycutt the leader.
together on the outside. John Hunter Nemechek just behind him.
When you see the 16 truck break off the back bumper of that 7, You see the momentum that it breaks. And now
Honeycutt's way out there. That'll be a disadvantage because the pack will catch up to him very quickly.
Butcher in the 13, guys. He got
Ruggiero moving to the high side. Honeycutt moves to that air as well. McDowell in the sucker hole. Nemechek down low.
Fast all night, and here he's going to get right in front of McDowell. McDowell's going to say,
whoa, there goes McDowell!
Around goes McDowell.
Oh, he clips another truck.
He collects one truck in that chaos.
White flag, last lap.
They're still green.
Honeycutt is still ahead. Ruggiero second. Chandler Smith third. The rush from Nemechek and Christian Eckes on the bottom.
Hunter's going to have a huge run.
Now, everything that the leaders didn't want to happen happened. They got separated.
McDowell makes it a pit road. I don't know about the other truck.
It's a lot smaller than what it was. So
Here comes the run from Nemechek. They go to the bottom. They spit, and Ruggiero gets knocked to the line. Nemechek to the lead. Holy crap. There's Stenhouse up to fourth. Eckes closing, trying to back out to get a run. Oh, Ruggiero's coming back. Here they come around to the finish line. Nemechek goes to block the bottom.
Late block to the bottom.
Ruggiero trying to go up to the middle. Oh, to the bottom. Chandler Smith. Whoa! Chandler Smith wins it at the line. A 4-wide finish at Daytona. Holy crap.
Don't look at the scoring pylon right now.
That's wrong.
It is unofficial.
That's nuts.
Chandler Smith
And it was clean. Oh man.
Missing qualifying for the Daytona 500 last night, this would be a massive win.
The
for
16th win for Front Row Motorsports.
38. Chandler Smith is your winner.
Tying with Red Horse Racing and Randy Moss Motorsports for most on the wins list for the truck series. My God.
For you, isn't it? It's an up and down roller coaster.
Holy.
Great win
That's
for
awesome.
Front Row Motorsports.
What a way to kick off the 2026 season.
Chandler Smith joined this team a year ago.
And I did not see that. I did not see that coming. I really thought that the
by 44 1,000ths of a second
under control, and they got to banging doors right there and knock so much momentum out.
That is
that
NASCAR.
bottom lane
That's
just opened
good
right
racing.
up, and Chandler Smith came right through.
They said that was the fastest fish in Daytona. It's the best
I think we
driver
just
in
broke the
Daytona
lead
tonight.
change record.
He was 6th place entering turn 3. He might have been 6th place coming off of turn 4. How that all happened.
We'll take a look back at how it all happened. Meanwhile, the 23-year-old from Talking Rock, Georgia.
That was awesome.
I love
I need to
this,
see that
Joey,
replay
Kevin.
again just to break it down.
When you burn out and you turn around and your whole team is there to celebrate with you.
Yeah, and we had all the hype about all the stars in the race, all the new things that were happening. And what do we see? Cup drivers in the field, and we have our
Anyway, Chandler Smith wins. Ruggiero second. Christian Eckes third. Ty Majeski fourth. John Hunter Nemechek fifth. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. sixth. Brandon Butterine Queen then seventh. Caden Honeycutt eighth. Tyler Inkerman ninth. And Stuart Friesen in 10th.
Ball of cars, really. There's no organization. There was no teamwork there at the end.
And as I said, Chandler Smith didn't make the Daytona 500 on Thursday. Wins the truck race, the season opener on the Friday.
Came to the white flag.
32 lead changes tonight, guys. That is a truck series record
Let's look.
for the
So,
most here at Daytona.
so this is coming to the white flag, I think. No, wait, no, this is not coming to the white. This is going to the backstretch. It's Honeycutt, Ruggiero. So Nemechek getting a big push by Christian Eckes. They move to the bottom. They knock Ruggiero way to the bottom. Nemechek takes the lead as they head into turn 3 and 4. Ruggiero slots back in third. Honeycutt gets left to dry, and now it's the run of the finish. Ruggiero bumping Eckes out of the way. They move to the bottom. Chandler Smith is right behind him. Ruggiero and Eckes try to move to the outside of Nemechek. Nemechek tries to throw the block. The opening for Chandler Smith on the inside, and he wins it by 44 1,000ths of a second. Slithering in like a snake into a hole.
No, they were
that
the
is
trucks on the
awesome.
inside of him, and ultimately Chandler Smith snuck up on him on the inside, never broke his momentum, and had a great push from Ty Majeski to win the race.
Sneaky win.
Chandler Smith from 6th place going into turn 3.
That is
to victory. That's what it's all about.
55 points for Chandler Smith.
What a great way to kick off the season. Regan, I see you down there with a big smile on your face. Let's hear from our winner.
Well, Chandler Smith out of the truck, celebrating with your team in what was an absolutely wild finish here at Daytona. Turn 4 to the start-finish line. You're 4 wide. How did you find your way to the front there?
First off, I want to shout out all glory to God. Without him, this race team, none of this would be possible. And I am super grateful that I serve such a loving God that blessed me with such a good group of men and women around me at Front Row Motorsports. Ty Majeski, debatably one of my best Ford teammates I've ever worked with. He is all credit to how we just won that race, truthfully. He stayed committed to it forward and pushed a blue oval to a win. So have some people back at home that's struggling a little bit. Rory Smith, buddy. I know that we talked about, maybe making it to the Daytona 500, but hopefully this does a little better justice for you. So just really happy we got Trophy Catch on here. This was our first ever NASCAR race, and was debating on if they were going to do more. So hopefully those guys, I know they're just raising Cain up in the stands right now. They're having a great time. Just super grateful for everybody on this number 38 Ford F-150 group. We made some changes on the off season. I felt like last year, everybody for the most part knows how this 38 group came together last year, but we built on it and made this group so much better for this year, and I'm so excited for 2026.
Take me back to the start-finish line as you're coming up 4 wide there, and the bottom opens up. What is going through your mind when that happens and you can see the checkered flag?
I was surprised the 62 didn't block it. The C's literally just parted, and the 88 stayed committed to me, and like I said,
beautiful.
Thank you, Ty Majeski. Definitely got to owe you one on that
Turn one. Nemechek lost 4 spots coming on the line. Oh my God.
Hey, Regan, the runner-up is Gio Ruggiero, and you've been pretty quiet over here, but you said Daytona, it is what it is. When you look back at that finish, I know you just saw a replay. How tight was it there for you?
Yeah, it was tight there at the end of the race. Everybody's just trying to do whatever it takes to win, and that's what I did for myself and my team. So probably would have pushed John Hunter to the win there, but, he almost wrecked me twice. So I think overall as a group, we need to do better as Toyotas. I thought me and Tanner and Taylor worked together really well, but everybody else just seemed like they were out there on their own. So I definitely think we learned some things going into the next Super Speedway.
Josh?
Over here with John Hunter Nemechek, and John Hunter have to settle for a 5th place finish after controlling the race over that final lap. Walk me through what happened there.
I haven't seen the full replay yet, but I'm pretty frustrated with myself. Just hard to cover all the lanes there. Should have got to the middle and blocked the 17 a little bit faster than I did. Didn't anticipate it quite like I probably should have off of turn 4. But, man, it was one heck of a race. It was a lot of fun all night. We came from the back to the front multiple times. Thank you to DriveValue.com, EPI, all of their partners. Legacy for letting me come run this race for Hallmark Friesen Racing. And huge shout out to Toyota, Toyota Racing. And thankful to be a part of truck racing again in this Tundra. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. Learned a lot. So hopefully I can apply something to Sunday. Hayden and I will probably go back and watch some film there. But overall, a really fun race. Just dejected we didn't come home with a checkered flag.
Now John Hunter gets to turn his attention towards the Daytona 500, JB.
Thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. It is Daytona. That's what it's all about. Let's take a look one more time, guys, and how it all happened.
Yeah, and you see John Hunter right here. He's the 3rd truck in line. Gio, a little late on the block right there. Luckily that he didn't get spun out and was able to keep going, but it gave John Hunter the lead. And really right here,
Stenhouse couldn't get going because he was up there as well. And so he was behind Christian Eckes.
Stay right with him, and
again,
they got side by side.
I thought
Ruggiero and Eckes moved to the high side. Nemechek tries to block them, opens the pass for Chandler Smith to squeeze by it.
I thought, okay, he might be all right. But then he just got too far out there, I think. And then at this point, the momentum's all screwed up because everybody's bouncing off of each other and no one's lifting. I mean, that's one of those things that's so sketchy coming to the checkered flag in Daytona because everybody is wide open. No one's lifting for anything. And somehow they all stay straight.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And that does it for today's coverage of the Fresh from Florida 250. Jeez Louise. Tomorrow, the ARCA race, the General Tire 200, and the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race, the United Rentals 300. Thanks everyone who showed up today. Appreciate that. And I hope to see you tomorrow. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.